I don't see how we can make bigger enemies.
To be offended or frightened of everything.
So you've become like the sort of Tony Scarface of podcasting.
Good morning, everyone. George seems perplexed, but I am with you. My name is Phil Balabanos. Welcome to the morning show. It's Wednesday morning in Montreal.
Hola!
We got big energy. Not big dick energy, just big energy coming from Poseidon. It's the radio edit. My name is Phil Balabanos, balabanos.com. You can go check out all my videos and my work and all the movies I made and all that kind of shit. Fun stuff. If you need a video, hit me up. We can make something. Or you can join the long list of clients who are now terrified that their livelihoods are going to be destroyed on the internet by Bill 96 and Bill C-11 together. Whoever said the federal government and the provincial government couldn't work together for the same goal was wrong. You guys have been proved wrong.
They're double penetrating the...
It's a DP all around, or as they say in Quebec, une PD.
What?
Penetration double. I just switched the...
Oh.
Yeah, anyways. George Chandrizos. I half English pronounced it, half Chandrizos. George Chandrizos, right in front of me. Wow, bless you.
Thank you.
Yetzes.
Thank you.
Wow, that's a big sneeze, bro.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Did you just wipe your snot on your shirt?
No, I have nothing. I'm clean.
Disgusting.
I'm clean. I don't... No.
Jiggity George Chandrizos, the man from the Hard Bros, the man from Brossard. He makes his podcasts in a Brossard basement, but that does not affect the quality. The only thing that affects the quality is George himself. Positive? Negative effect? You don't know. You have to watch to find out. He's got the Backstage podcast where he sometimes, when he remembers to produce it, not unlike Fill My Hole, he produces a podcast where he talks to people in the political sphere of influence. He has not been talking to them lately because they've censored him by not accepting his email requests. His other podcast, which happens all the time, every week, once a week, with his buddies, they even have fucking Muppets. What the hell was that, by the way? That was the weirdest video you've ever posted. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. All the links are in the description. The Just Us Dads guys have been converted into Muppets, and they're cutting up pizzas. Go check it out. The Poseidon 69 producing the podcast. I mean, right now it looks like he's having a fucking aneurysm. Are you okay?
I'm dying, Phil.
What happened? What's going on?
No, I'm scratching my face.
I've never... Guys, like this. And he was just looking into nothingness. But the Poseidon 69 on all the social media channels, you can check him out. We have a lot to talk about today. There's been a lot of things that
most
happened.
important thing...
I'm not done.
I'm sorry.
I had forgotten. The most important thing is patreon.com/Pantelis, where you can support the great stuff happening on this channel. Also panteliscomedy.com, where you can find out tour dates, tickets, big shows happening.
Yes, he
big
has
stuff.
21st and 23rd of July. He has his hour in French.
En français.
And he's doing the nasty show in French, which is called Les Rebelles, The Rebels, on the 28th of July.
Don't call it the nasty show in French. It's Les Rebelles.
It's Les Rebelles.
Fuck you, English.
Fuck you, English. No, so people can understand what the purpose of it is.
It's the equivalent.
Yeah, it's basically the French nasty show, but it's not called Le Show Nasty.
Yeah.
Which would have been a hilarious title.
Ou Le Show Dégueulasse.
English in the
No, Nasty with IE. Nasty.
Le Nasty.
Le Nasty.
And you have a French dude's neck hanging in the wind. Never mind. Go to panteliscomedy.com, click on dates. That's where you're going to find the 21st, 23rd of July and the 28th of July.
Go to panteliscomedy.com to get all the tour dates for the summer. There's a lot of big shows. Is he still doing rodage?
No.
Or is that done?
I think that's done.
You missed it. Sorry. Should have paid more attention.
You
George,
snooze, you lose.
welcome. No, en français. Tu snooze, tu lose.
Snooze to lose.
I like
What's going
Toulouse,
on,
nice city. Just following all the federal nonsense happening. There's only one man who can save us now, and that is the last king of Sparta.
Yeah,
Leo.
Let's see
in the Senate.
Let's see if they'll be able to pull any strings over there. I think the conservatives have the majority in the
They
Senate.
do, but I also don't know that they care. I know that everybody. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Bill C-11 passed the internet
Which was to
censorship
be
bill.
expected.
By
which
the
was
way,
yeah.
you snooze, you lose in French. It's tu roupilles, tu perds.
Okay.
No, tu snooze, tu lose.
No, tu roupilles.
Tu snooze, tu lose. It sounds better.
It is. So it passed.
I heard.
It passed in the House.
It passed in the House.
passed in the House?
C-11. Bill
C-11, yeah.
was voted in the House, but it has to get approved by
Every
the Senate.
every
I have a feeling
single
it's gonna be sent
member
back.
of parliament voted for it, except for the Conservative Party.
Yeah, obviously.
I read part of the bill. I mean, I tried to. It's a very
It's a very long
verbose.
bill,
It's a
yeah.
very long bill, and a lot of the leads are buried, as you would expect from the Liberal government. The one thing that stands out to me is that they, even in the discussions they had, I mean, which were hilarious in their own right, it was almost as great as the Facebook when they brought Zuckerberg before the congressional hearing, whatever it was. Like they had experts there. They had like one content creator from like no one is affected more than people who make a living producing videos online, right? I mean, not really like I do because I produce for other people, but like Pantelis or for you, for example, they should be the ones who are being. Oh yeah, go ahead. They're the ones who should be consulting on this, right? Like, how does this affect me?
Yeah.
So let me tell you what I think.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of YouTubers who I follow, Canadian YouTubers, who have never taken a political position.
Okay.
He walks so heavy, fucking things fall down. He's like a fucking Tyrannosaurus.
So yeah, Canadian
Content creators who I've never, even like in the worst of COVID,
they've never taken
the
a
lockdown
political,
measures, they've never made a political statement ever.
Yeah.
Even though I know what their opinions are,
Yeah.
because some of them I know, came out and said like, Bill C-11, I'm leaving.
Who?
I'm not going to say anyone's names. I don't want
Like
to.
known YouTubers?
Big YouTubers who are making six figures just from ad revenue.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, I think it's time to go to the States. Because it says if you're a user, like I am or you are, user-generated content is not subject to this bill.
Right.
Unless, of course, that user is an entity, a legal entity.
Well, that's the thing, because
but
most of these people...
even I'm a legal entity, technically.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
not incorporated, but I'm still a business.
Still, yeah, exactly. You're a business. So you would technically fall under that...
Exactly. So
they're looking at it like from an amateur perspective, like I am. I have a channel. I put stuff on. Nothing. It's not monetized.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't.
My name isn't.
So that's one thing that pops up, right? And then it also says further down in that same bill that if the user-generated content is subject to monetization, then maybe it does, which means no one is safe. Like if you're making a living on YouTube, you can't.
You can't.
So then it kind of
Well,
explains
I'm sure you will.
that.
It's just what are the criteria that you're going to have to start following?
No, I'm sorry. Forget the criteria. We're not even at the criteria yet. One of the things that the bill will do is promote Canadian content. So if you, for example, are into podcasting and I don't know, motorcycles, instead of being shown videos about podcasting and motorcycles, you're going to be shown Canadian channels. Maybe some of them will be about that, but for the most part, it'll be like, oh, you like motorcycles and podcasting? Yo, check out this Canadian fishing channel.
Yeah.
Which I have no issue with Canadian channels being promoted, but even I, who don't have a massive audience on YouTube, it's pretty small. 80% of my audience is from the States because it's a bigger market.
It is.
So if my videos are getting
Same
pushed down and they're not getting to that giant market or to a European market and they're only for I'm glad the Canadians are watching my videos. I have no issue with that. Like, let's not pretend.
No, but you want to be.
I want access to everything. I want a free market. And then there's the other sketchy part, which is if your video does not fit within Canadian values, it will be deemed.
But that's the big question mark because
fucking-
how do you define Canadian values, right?
I mean, how would you define them as it stands today? For me, Canadian values right now are someone who loves the Maple Leaf. Maple Leaf, we'll write it down. We'll make a list. Maple Leaf, it's like the intellectuals. We're doing our top 5.5.
But also, who the fuck are you?
The CRTC is going to decide, right? But there's no legal document that says these are the values. So Maple Leaf, 1, check. 2, authoritarian regime. Cool.
No.
If you're for the authoritarian regime, Canadian values. 3, what else?
Something.
Hold on.
Okay.
Censorship. Fucking Qin dynasty censorship. Yeah, fucking China. Cool.
What if you're a content creator out of Quebec? Are they going to have to impose any French language content?
The CRTC?
Yeah.
I don't know, but like now you're going deeper into a hole that okay, so before Bill C-11,
asking.
before Bill C-11 passed,
Mind you, this is a Canadian legislation, so technically both
it's
official
bilingual.
languages
Yeah,
would count,
the second
but-
you're speaking French, you're probably checking off a Canadian values box. So here's another thing. before C11, because clients have been calling me going, how does this affect what we're doing? And I was like, I'm not sure, it's unclear.
Yeah.
Not that most of my clients are not doing edgy content. They're just putting out content. Bill 96, on the other hand, the French language beef up, that one's been creating problems for me already. I have clients telling me, look, I don't know where I stand as such a small business with only 4 employees. Do I have to do bilingual content? And I was like, well, look, let's look at your demographic. Let's see where your money comes from. And let's market to that demographic. Now, if you want to make a push to get more French-speaking people in the door, we could do that too. They're like, yeah, I understand that, but what do I legally have to do? And I was like, I have no fucking idea. I've read Bill 96 multiple times. Like, I've gone through all the sections that have to do with online marketing.
Yeah.
I can't understand what my clients need to be doing. So I just tell them, I go, to be safe, we should just do everything in both languages. The problem is the French videos don't perform well because of the nature of their industries. Like, it's not comedy content, right? Where you're looking, if you're French speaking, you're looking French comedy. If you have a restaurant, for example, and you want your video to get a viral spread, like to get more penetration on the internet, English is the better language for that, or Turkish, because they have all those weird meat videos, right? So the second I've looked at videos that are effectively shot for shot the same, just with different, like one is one menu item, one is another. Identical videos, similar music. One has French in it, one has English. The French one doesn't do as well.
Right.
It just doesn't. So add that. So you have that. Then compound Instagram adjusting its algorithms for what Bill C11 is going to be doing. My 10,000 views are now 2 for a client. So when I tell a client I'm going to get you views, I can't promise that anymore.
Yeah.
And most of them cannot afford. Like, they literally cannot afford to have me produce 2 videos.
Yeah.
Like, of everything. I don't mean 2 videos in general. I mean like a double.
Yeah.
It's just you're asking
French and then
businesses you're taking money from businesses as the government, and then you're asking them to spend more money to get a shittier result than they were getting before.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the last couple of weeks, I was talking to my grandfather. I feel like he must have felt when he decided to leave Greece. Like during the Civil War, where there's no future for me here, I need to go.
Well, I'm sure it's slightly different than that, but...
Yeah, it was different because he had options. He could go to Canada, the US, Australia, because they were free countries, and he could do whatever the fuck he wanted and make a living for himself, and he did. Where am I going to go? Nowhere.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think Canada today is anywhere close to Greece post World War II.
Maybe not today. Let's talk in 6 months.
You know, I don't know.
Wait. We're in a recession. I know they're saying we're in a recession.
Yeah.
We're not going into it. We're in a fucking recession. Inflation is out of control, and the government solution is to print more money, which, if you know anything about economics, is the dumbest thing I could have ever said out loud. Then you have the provincial government saying the feds can't take care of it. We are going to fix this. Here's $500. But not here's $500. Here's $500 if you vote for me. They're effectively bribing everyone.
You get the 500, and then they're like, "There's more to come if we get elected."
Here's $500, but if you vote for me, I'll give you another 5. Get out of here.
And for people wondering, that's exactly how it was.
It's exactly how it was.
Exactly how it was.
Oh, you like that $500, eh?
Said, yeah.
There's more where that came from. But you got to vote for me, or I'm not giving it to you.
Like, it's the first time I see like such
it's a straight up bribe.
Yeah.
Like, I know all election promises are bribes to some extent, right? To some extent.
No, because
I mean, they toe a similar line.
Let's look. Yeah, okay. But it's a platform. This is like they gave you the money. Everything okay there with your phone?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You want to maybe turn off your volume?
I think the entire internet is listening.
No, they're not. They're not.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah, no. This time
and
around,
there's a labor shortage of skilled workers on top of everything else. Yeah.
Anyway,
I feel I'm very disheartened. I don't have hope for the future right now. That's how I feel.
I spilled my coffee. Sorry.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
No, we're not okay, bro. We're not okay.
You know what I think it is? I think also the fact that a lot more people have been kind of in tune with what's happening politically than ever before, which I think, in my opinion, is why
I think
people feel so frustrated all the time, and like from the perspective of someone like myself who always wanted people to engage more into politics and to be much more aware of stuff and everything, like, it's a good thing. The bad thing, however, is that people are just listening to everything and anything out there, quote unquote opinions of professionals, and
I mean, you can't say
there's
quote
just
unquote opinions.
so much noise about stuff that really doesn't matter. But on the
There's
other
a
hand,
lot of stuff that doesn't matter. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I just think like everything, it'll phase
We'll
out.
all just fuck off to like an island in Greece and open up like a restaurant / cafe, bro.
And pay all those fucking taxes to the Greek government that they're taking chunks and chunks of people's income
Yeah,
from
but look at
terraces
your
and stuff.
life.
No.
Look at your
On an
life.
island, though, on an island, and you chill.
Yeah, what do you do all winter?
Everything's paid.
Nothing. You chill.
You chill. You chill all winter. You think you're making enough in one season?
I think so. I have a friend
Yeah.
whose wife.
Have you seen what fucking electricity costs in Europe right now to like power your home?
Yeah, that's true.
It's quadrupled in price in 3 months.
Yeah.
No.
I have a friend. Well, yeah.
People are taking out loans to pay the E in Greece.
like 45.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
45. I think 45% of Europe's gas came from Russia, and it's cut off.
yeah. So all
I think
power
it was
is
almost
just
half.
yeah.
But I have a friend whose wife runs a little bar cafe in a little village in Greece, and they only open it as of like right after Easter, so end of
On an
April,
island?
early May. No. It's a coastal village in the Peloponnese.
We should do a drinking game. Every time one of us says Peloponnese, they got to take a shot.
Yeah. So and she opens it end of April, early May. They run it all the way until maybe September-ish,
Okay.
and that's it. Then she closes shop for winter, and then that's it.
What do they do in the winter, though?
Well, no, her husband works. So I don't think she does anything. I mean, I'm maybe she doesn't. I don't know, but her husband works. Obviously, there's another income. It's not the only source of income they have, but for her, it's like, look, okay, whatever money they make, it gets her through the rest of the year, and maybe it's not.
I know people who do
maybe
that
it's
also.
not an extravagant living, but mind you, if you go to the islands, the tourism industry in Greece is so big that it wouldn't surprise me if within those 5-6 months.
Yeah,
You're
but-
willing to make enough to cover for the rest of the year.
Maybe once upon a time that was true, but now the way, because when we go down, like I have conversations with, like I know most of them because where we stay, it's like Anna's mom's.
By the way, they're expecting 70 million people.
Yeah.
In Greece.
By the way, if you're traveling this summer, prepare
It's
for like the craziest
psychotic.
shit you've ever
It's
seen.
going to be psychotic, and this is every island.
I was talking to Peter yesterday. He traveled to London.
Yeah, I saw his brother.
He
down
was
there,
telling
yeah.
me how I've never the airport was so busy, like it was scary.
Yeah.
It was just, and it was the night of the thunderstorm that we had.
Oh, here, yeah.
So he left like 8 hours later, but
The Roaring 20s, my friend. It's gonna be the Roaring 20s all over again.
stop fucking quoting TikTok shit from kids who don't know shit. That's a
does that
thing.
mean?
No, hold on.
That started-
I said it way before. I've been saying it. I said after the
No.
pandemic,
We're just
another-
referring specifically to the tourism industry.
Oh, I thought
I'm
you
just
meant
talking about how busy it was.
Because economically, it's not the Roaring 20s.
No, at all.
No.
It's not, yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about people wanting to party.
This is the interwar period of history. We're reliving that where shit was confusing. Like I expect at any moment some really strange Austrian guy to get killed.
So, and just to get back, I mean, so like when you think of that idea of having a cafe on the beach or whatever, if you go to a like moderately to highly touristic island,
You're making a killing.
Crete.
You're making a killing.
Crete, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, Crete will be fine.
Like
But
maybe
no,
the
but-
smaller islands, like I'm thinking, like I don't know, Sifno or something like that.
But at the same time, you're paying so much for everything. Is it still worth it? Like, are you still making the margin you need? Like, food prices are up, gas prices are up, everything is up.
Yeah, but hold on. You basically get to live the same way.
But you're not. Wait, hold on. You're not going to open like a full scale restaurant with
Yeah.
menus. Huh? You're gonna have a little bar,
With some
coffee, and
sandwiches.
little man.
Hold
Not
on,
sandwich,
hold on.
sandwich.
Hold on. Let's take here and there. You're still making ends meet just like here, but you have a nice.
I don't know that you still are. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know the economics here.
But here, of course, everyone's making ends meet. Everyone's in debt. 90% of Canada is in debt, bro.
Yeah, I know that. It's like 2/3, 3 times their regular income of debt. they're
Yeah,
holding.
exactly. So you'd be doing the same thing.
does that
I'm only arguing
but
with you.
somewhere nice.
I'm only arguing with. Yeah, that's fine, sure. But I'm only arguing with you because I've done this thought experiment for myself. I'm like, can I do this?
I think about that every day. Almost,
I wake up every day and I was like,
every day.
do I fuck off to an island? Like, could I do it?
almost every day.
Almost every day.
And what ruins it for you?
Schools for the kids. Fucking kids, huh?
It's
Fucking kids. Sometimes Anna's like, we live on an island. Get over it. I'm like,
Imagine how much easier that decision would have been made if either you were single or married with no kids.
So when I was married with no kids, we discussed it because I was ready. I was like, because I've been trying to pull it off for years, right?
yeah.
It's never gonna happen. I'm gonna die in the snow here one day. But Anna's background, like academically,
Yeah.
useless in Europe because the different system, the accounting system.
The knowledge is the same. She'll need a small adjustment period to get to know whatever.
No, but she'd have to write different exams to also be chartered there. It's a different system.
Forget about the system. The knowledge is okay though. Like,
Yeah, but if you don't have the designation,
but she'll do a few exams here and there, but nothing. She won't have to redo accounting.
I'm sure the equivalent.
there's a pain in the ass process. We've looked into it.
Oh,
I
yeah?
understand.
Yeah.
that, but there's a pain in the ass process even if you come here.
Yeah, for sure.
Here it's
but we're
ridiculous,
already
though.
here.
That's the only thing I'm thinking about. Like,
Yeah.
for sure, there's a transition period, and then she'd have to do her equivalent.
Also, like, I don't think, for
probably
example,
much smoother there than it is for people coming here.
like,
Because
I would need 2-3 months to adjust to any work environment in Greece.
What? 24 hours.
I mean, no, to fully acclimate. Yeah, I know. Let's be serious. But like linguistically speaking, there are terms that I don't use in my field, right? That I would have to learn.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever. Anna, I don't know that she could learn accounting terms in Greek. Because like what I do, yeah, it's mostly bilingual. But if you were like running an office,
Yeah.
it's Greek. Like her Greek is not as strong as mine. She's not as comfortable in it. So it might be an issue. But then I see like all these like Albanian people. I'm like, they're doing fine. Like you can learn. You just need practice.
Because they've taken over all the manual labor, so they don't really need.
Not anymore. They're running the shit now.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Good for them.
They're all rappers now, selling
By the way,
coke.
I heard you guys had a great little adventure to the U.S. Last week.
Oh, we were in ATL. I like saying it like that.
That was not the part of the story that you needed to emphasize.
I understand, but there's something very
I don't like
deeply,
Atlanta.
innately wrong with me.
No shit.
I enjoyed Atlanta.
It's okay, but it's not like, I know a lot of people swear by it. Like Atlanta's like one of the best cities in the States. They love it.
I think it was awesome.
I've only been once. I didn't spend much time there, but it just I didn't get because sometimes I land in a city, the second I walk out,
get
I'm like,
that, you
I like
get-
it here.
yeah, you get
like
the
I can
vibe.
tell.
Yeah.
Like Fort Lauderdale is not one of those cities. I was like, I don't like it here.
I got that in San Francisco, but
Me
then
too.
when we started discovering it a little bit more, I'm like,
I didn't like LA as
Okay.
much as I like San Francisco. I'll say
Picture a bigger Montreal,
that. Much bigger.
much bigger,
Much
with
bigger.
more skyscrapers, and now picture the gay village that we have,
But everywhere.
but everywhere.
where?
That's
in
it.
San Francisco.
In Atlanta.
Oh,
Atlanta.
Yeah.
You mean the gay part of it or just the style?
No. I'm talking like
I didn't know Atlanta had like a big gay community.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
we.
That's not what he's just bad at explaining words.
No, us. We've
like visually how our
no. You know how us. We've.
The pelican is still coming up in
How
the
do you
chat.
say? How do you say?
How you say what?
How you say when you separate people?
Segregate.
When you say us, we've segregated our gays to the East End, the gay of downtown.
No, we haven't. The gays run rampant throughout the city.
I know,
They enjoy a great freedom.
The same way that Italians have the little Italy and Portuguese have the little Burgundy.
What
and
are you
Greeks-
trying to get at?
And Greeks never were organized enough to get their.
No, I just want to know. We got a whole island
It's
up
like
north.
Montreal. It's like Montreal.
Okay, so
He doesn't know what he's saying.
So okay, no. So
what is the? No, hold on. I want to know why the gay village? Why'd you bring up the gay village?
like in terms of the look, like the look of the gay village is
we have
multiplied.
in Montreal. We're known to have like a lot of the gay community is very big here.
It's fine, okay,
Same
okay.
thing in Atlanta.
Okay, that's
Oh, okay. So that's what. That's
Yeah,
what.
so
you
that's
were-
what I was asking.
So you
Okay.
liked Atlanta because there was a lot of gay people.
No,
I'm confused. I don't understand.
He
Did he just
compared-
come out to us?
Compared, yeah.
I go fuck yourself.
I didn't know Atlanta had such a big gay community.
I didn't know that either.
Very big.
Because initially I thought you were talking about San
got hit on.
Francisco.
What'd you say?
But Lee and I got hit on by
Nice.
gay men.
I mean, you guys are big friendly bears. Of course
there
they'd
you
like you.
go.
Yeah. Put on some assless chaps.
So yeah, I see the stuff. I see
You'd get raped, George.
I get
George, and they'd love daddy over here. Daddy.
Daddy,
Daddy chill. Daddy chill.
San Francisco for me was kind of like a culture shock. I have nothing.
San
against-
Francisco is so gay, it's not even gay anymore. It's just San Francisco.
yeah, like,
it's
to
great.
me-
I enjoyed it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
He did enjoy it. Yeah,
I
no,
did, yeah. It was fucking great.
To me, like obviously.
He's trying to not say homophobic shit.
No, I didn't take any offense. It was just, it was surprising to me to see how present it is, but also how people have been completely desensitized to.
Oh, yeah.
whatever. Like I remember driving by and seeing the billboards, and your brain automatically goes like, let's say it's like a family vacation. Your brain is so programmed to seeing a father, a mom, and a little kid kind of jumping around, travel to whatever favorite
Yeah.
destination. There, it's like a natural thing to see gays with kids, like on billboards and the publicity stuff that we don't see over here.
We see that here over here.
No,
of course we
don't,
do.
bro. It's not
Sure
as
we do.
We see it all
Where?
the time.
There's a lot of it, especially if you look at cable television commercials.
outside the gay village. You see billboards with homosexuals.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't now, you're in trouble.
No, I'm not talking about now. But we're talking about what, like maybe 10 years ago.
Okay, they were ahead of us.
I'm way ahead of
Like
us.
now, the standard is you see like a black guy with an Asian guy, and they have like I don't know, a Siberian tiger for a baby that they adopted.
Hey, yo.
Tell me where to find. I haven't seen.
Yeah,
that.
George said some crazy shit just now.
You sounded.
Your age just showed so hard.
Yeah.
No, I was just.
It's like as if it's natural for gays to have kids.
Listen,
That's what you said.
What I really liked. Yeah,
No,
you
but
didn't
it
know.
is.
You
That's
didn't
I
know
love
men
it.
can get pregnant too, George.
You have every right to your
Yeah.
opinion.
You didn't know men.
What are you
Can,
talking about? I was saying
I'm
that
uncomfortable.
We were
I'm very
so,
uncomfortable.
what I'm trying to say is that we were so not accustomed to having that in our face, even though like we knew it.
It
Like we
wasn't
had,
in your face, George. They weren't
in San Francisco.
What, their existence offends you? Their existence, they're not allowed to love like you're allowed to love.
Yes, but
I remember a time in history where you and your native wife would be spit on. A white guy and a native.
Oh, okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so like, what are you saying? I mean, she's native from South America.
Yeah, no,
because she doesn't look like a Spaniard. She
What
looks
I'm
like
saying is that
Aboriginal.
we don't have that, we don't have that culture here where
We do now.
No, yeah, no, I'm not talking about now.
I mean,
I'm
we've
talking
had
about
it for
when I
a
traveled-
really long time. Quebec is super progressive. We've had it more than most places.
Exactly, and we have one of the most vibrant gay communities and gay
This is why
villages.
George lost the election.
No, we do. But what I'm saying is that
He
it
speaks from
wasn't-
the heart.
It wasn't that prominent. Like when I
why
was
I
in
couldn't
San
work with
Francisco,
Trudeau
and I'm
anymore.
like, this is
This is why you couldn't work with Trudeau anymore.
this.
Have you seen Lightyear?
No.
The new Buzz movie?
No.
There's a big lesbian kiss, so I would avoid it if I were you. I don't want you to get offended, get triggered.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
It also flopped.
that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, because wasn't it forced? Apparently,
I haven't seen it. I was busting George's balls because I saw it on the Post Millennial.
when all this shit came out, I thought they made Buzz Lightyear gear. I'm like, nah, bro, come on. But then when I read, they're like, oh, there's a lesbian kiss. I'm like, whatever. I didn't really care.
Even his inflection has become confusing. Like, I don't know what he means.
I was gonna say about Atlanta. What I really appreciated about Atlanta was that Southern hospitality.
I love being south of the Rust Belt.
My God, I saw an interaction.
Everyone's so friendly,
Dude.
or aggressive.
Is it really that south?
Atlanta's? I mean,
I
that's
thought
where
it was
you're
mid-
you're entering into the
Okay,
south. Yeah.
Also, I realized people terrified of tattoos.
Terrified of tattoos
Terrified of tattoos.
because of all the white supremacy history.
No. Just in general, you have tattoos. It's like, oh, is it just like for style, or
Or are you a gang affiliation?
or is he a gang affiliation?
Really?
I noticed that as well.
That sounds like a generalization only here.
Yeah. It sounds
No,
like
no,
I
I
feel
saw
like
it.
people
I
are
saw it with my own
terrified
eyes.
of Poseidon with tattoos.
No. I saw it with my own eyes. My very own eyes. I saw it.
What's wrong with him?
Everything.
He has
I saw it.
Oh.
I saw it with Preach. I saw it with me also.
And it's all that to say, because I was
Again, terrible examples because you both look like fucking you're in a gay biker gang that would kill people. You and Preach walking together, Preach with this big fucking leather jacket, and you're like, oh, people are scared of tattoos. It looks like you're gonna kill people, the two. And then you have Pantelis walking between you like he's your fucking overlord. Like, come on. That is not a good, like me and George walking
with
with,
a guy
an
taking-
arm sleeve. No one's gonna be scared of us. We might get invited to a gay party,
Yeah, you look like hipster.
but that's about it. We just look like hipsters.
So because
Old hipsters, now we're old
I was with
hipsters.
Phil on Saturday to this event, and he was telling me, "Oh man, these fucking guys, they flew down there, and it's like they flew."
I
on
was
a private
laughing.
Jet. It's like, look at that shit. Look at the life they're living.
I was like, fucking, you know what it was? I called Pants after and I was like,
for those who may have missed
everyone
it-
knows they've talked about it.
Oh, they've okay.
So I was talking to George about it because I saw it, and then I spoke to Pantelis after
About what? Sorry.
about your private jet experience. right?
Yes.
Wait.
Courtesy of Mike Ward.
Of course, yeah,
Mike
no.
Ward Airlines.
Mike Ward Air,
Shout out.
offended air. So I was thinking about
Offensive
it.
air,
I go, think
offensive
about
air.
it. Think about it. Poseidon.
Yes.
I have no issue with you, with Preach, Pantelis, Michel, Mike being on a private jet. It makes perfect sense to me. But Poseidon. I told George, I go, Poseidon's on a private jet right now, and I'm at a fucking Greek community fundraiser. The world is not right. The world is not right.
What's wrong with that, bro? You tell me I didn't work hard, bro? You piece of shit.
No, you didn't. Bro.
Of course I did.
You just happened to be.
I didn't say you don't work hard.
No, you work hard.
I didn't say you don't work
no,
hard.
what he's saying is that
You hardly
you
work.
wouldn't imagine Poseidon saying, "Let's charter a private jet."
No, I have no issue with that either. It's just that I was like happy for them and so like upset with my life. I was like, fuck this. I've been on a jet because of
I'm
work,
running my
but still.
kids.
But it was fun.
My one issue was it didn't look like a fun flight. That was a
No.
very small airplane for so many big men.
Yeah, look, hold on. It was a
I'm sure
small
it looks
plane,
more comfortable.
but
No, I've been on a Lear.
it
I've
was
been on a
very
Learjet.
fun. The seats were very comfortable.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you got some good leg room too.
And we got some good legroom. And what I liked about it was in regular airplanes, when you
yes,
sit,
Mo, I'm jealous. Okay.
even if you sit with your crew,
crew?
your crew, the people you're with,
The flight crew?
Yeah, no.
Oh, your people.
Your posse.
You're kind of always
Possibly.
like whispering. You put on movies, and it's kind of boring, right? But now because you're in a private jet, you're all together.
It's like you're in a living room.
yeah,
It's like you're in Mike's tour van
basically,
but you're flying.
but in the sky.
in the sky,
So-
and you're dressed like Fatty Montana.
yeah, that's what, no, not in the plane. I would be.
Oh yeah. I saw your underwear in the plane. Yeah.
Bro, but I think that was the aspect I liked the most about it, about the private plane. It was the fact that it's basically the tour bus but in the air.
Yeah. It's a bang
chill.
bus.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Wait, what?
It's a bang bus. And you guys were in a pretty small plane. I've
But
been on some of these bigger
honestly,
ones.
I
It's
did-
wild.
I did feel like wow, this is a once in a lifetime experience. Like
No, you can't feel. You got to think this is how I'm going to travel from now on. That's how you got to think in your head.
yeah,
You got to fucking manifest that shit.
You just set a new standard. You're like, fuck that
I
shit.
gotta work towards that standard.
Like I flew fucking signature business, and every moment of my life that's not in signature business right now seems like I should be dead.
Yeah, exactly.
I can never go back, but I have to. I have to.
I haven't flown since 2016. So the last time I was in a
16,
plane,
eh?
yeah. So
shit.
the last time I was in a plane, we flew first class, and I was thinking to myself, "There's no fucking way I'm ever flying
With the peasants again.
economy anymore." But
You're flying economy.
Yeah,
No,
guaranteed
yeah.
for sure. I'm flying
When
economy.
I flew business, I'll never forget I was sitting in the last row of business. You know those bed things.
Yeah.
And there was an argument that was happening, just like in like the fourth row behind the curtains. But the curtains were open because they were serving. And the flight attendant goes to me. She goes, "Oh, are they bothering you? Do you want me to close the curtain?"
It's such
And
a
I'm sitting there
different
with a
treat to me.
glass, drinking tequila. I'm like, no, that's fine. I was once like them. And she just looked at me. I was like, it's my first time in business. It's probably my last time in business.
by the way, the food was not bad.
On the airplane?
Yeah, in first class.
In first class.
I got
not on the Lear.
No.
No, okay.
I got real utensils on the first class.
Yeah. Oh, Mike flew you guys down Baller.
Sorry.
You guys flew down Baller, right, to Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yo, how big is Atlanta's airport? It's wild, isn't it? It's the biggest airport on the eastern seaboard.
I don't think
Is
I
it?
even.
or the busiest. I always forget which
It
one.
can't be bigger than
No, it's
New
the
York.
biggest. I
It's
don't,
bigger.
I don't think
it's bigger.
really?
Yeah,
Miami,
because
bigger than Miami?
it's a hub.
I don't think.
Oh.
I don't think I saw enough of the airport to even grasp how big it is.
The airport, yeah,
we
you
were just in
can.
certain sections.
So Atlanta's airport has its own subway system, not like a train that comes in. I mean,
I
to
didn't
get
see
around
that.
the airport.
Wow.
I
it's
didn't
massive.
see that.
Oh, then you were just in the same terminal area.
Yeah, there you go.
Because
I-
I've done
we landed-
connections. Like when
yeah.
I went to Tennessee, they're like, you got to take the train. I'm like, what train? What do you mean? Like it made Charles de Gaulle feel small, and that's a big airport.
Yeah.
What was the other airport?
Not a shuttle, a metro.
Yeah,
There's an
that's fun.
airport in Germany that's also gigantic, but it's no
Frankfurt's, or Munich. Frankfurt is huge.
Frankfurt is gigantic. You also there's no metro system, but like
It has the shuttles to go around.
has the shuttles also. If you do it by foot, it takes you something like fucking an hour and a half to get from one
Which
end to the
airport
next.
did I go to that had like that SkyTrain thing? I think it was Miami.
Rome has a train.
LAX has the SkyTrain, no?
I remember. I think it was.
I don't know, but I remember when I was in Atlanta's airport reading like on one of the signs how it's, I don't know if it's the biggest, but it's definitely the busiest,
Right.
Because it has all the
Halfway.
connections east, west, north, south, because it's right in the middle, right? So it's a transport hub, and you have all the transatlantic flights coming in from
Right,
there
right.
too. Like LAX, because I saw someone said it, is probably bigger for sure, but I don't think it's as busy. But apparently Montreal's airport right now is like at its capacity. It's chaos. Like you go through security, and if you had to give up your water, it's like a 45-minute to an hour wait to buy a bottle of water, and they may not have because there's nobody working.
Speaking of chaos in Montreal, this issue with the passport is not even close to being resolved.
Oh no, I'm so glad I got that in the past. Like I don't have to worry about that
What
anymore.
issue with the passport?
Getting a passport is
delays.
like
I'm gonna go in the dead of winter.
that's the best time to go probably. But like now,
Well, unless you wanna
it's
travel now,
actually on
September-ish.
mainstream news now, like which tells you that it's been going on for a while.
Absolutely, and
because like CTV did like a little
No,
featurette.
because
on it.
since yesterday they mobilized the police. There's police now because people are getting really angry.
When I was there was a riot. Twice.
in Guy Favreau. Guy Favreau's the one downtown, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was an announcement, and we're not. It wasn't part of the.
Do you remember when Guy Concordia Metro was called Guy Favreau?
Do I remember?
Like
I don't remember.
before Concordia built the new complex, it was Guy Favreau. Or am I making that up?
No.
Am I making that
It was
up?
always a Guy Concordia.
Whoa.
What's up? What do you see?
I'm looking at the biggest airport in the world.
Which one? Singapore.
The King Fahd International Airport in Daman, Saudi Arabia.
That makes
It's
sense.
the biggest overall in size.
It's the one that has like the mall and the fucking hotels in it.
Oh, but the biggest one officially is Atlanta, actually, in the world.
In the world.
In the world,
Okay, so
yeah.
it is the one. It is the biggest.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I wasn't wrong. Okay. Yes.
He's all happy. But yeah, so back to the passports.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yesterday, the federal minister came out and said that there's a contingency plan in place, and they're going to have this system with coupons, and everyone's going to get served, blah blah blah. And this morning, I'm listening to the French radio, and as they're explaining the minister's announcement, they get a call from one of their journalists who's on location at Guy Favreau. It was
Pandemonium.
8:40,
Yeah.
8:45. I was on the way here, so it must have been maybe 9, whatever. And it's just funny because it happened at that time when they were explaining the announcement.
happening?
The guy calls in live and goes, "Yeah, hi. All this is to tell you that a representative of like a passport agent or whatever barely opened the door, stuck her head out, and told the 10, 15 people that could hear her that apparently they've reached capacity for today.
Yeah.
They gave out all their coupons already. So and it was just happening when the guy was saying. So apparently everything is going.
Yeah, it's a bad system.
Back to normal or somewhat normal with this new coupon system, and it just happened at that moment that some lady came out, and it's so stupid. Like she barely came.
To answer Joker, because he's asking if someone asked me this, and I looked into it this morning. It's not a Quebec issue. For once, it's Canada-wide.
It's Canada-wide.
But it's only in major urban centers. Like if you live in like some little fuck town in Saskatoon, where the passport office anyways is like 45 minutes away, it's fine. There's a delay, but it's not bad.
Yeah, yes,
Actually, I think Rosalie might be onto something. They don't want us to leave. She goes, I think she said that jokingly, but I think it might be like a real thing.
No, I don't think it's not.
Well, officially, the unvaccinated can travel again.
It's not that
As
they don't
of
want
when?
us to leave. It's
I
just
think it's
that
official,
they,
like a few days ago.
They had not.
Yeah.
My mother should go to Greece.
They hadn't calculated honestly they flopped it. They dropped the ball completely because in yesterday's announcement the minister said that they had perceived an increase in applications.
There's multiple factors. One, they furloughed.
This is what didn't make sense. She goes, "Oh no, we had totally calculated an increase in requests in applications. What we could not imagine is the increase in volume." But isn't that the
same thing?
Yeah, isn't that the same thing? So
This is what happened. They furloughed a lot of employees during the lockdown, like a lot of companies did. They got other jobs. So they're gone from the workforce, right?
Also,
so right there, and
also
then
just
now there's a
small
labor
parenthesis-
shortage.
Small parenthesis. No one could renew their passport during the COVID period
could.
because you needed a proof of travel to renew your passport, and because nobody was able to travel,
Why weren't they renewing passports?
I don't know.
Why would they stop?
someone actually commented on the radio this morning. He said, "Listen, nothing
didn't know that.
Yeah, nothing happened over the
So
over
basically,
COVID.
for 2.5 years, nobody got a new passport, which means you have 3 years worth of lapsed passports, right?
And like you're saying, a lot
then
of
you have
employees,
births. You have births.
yeah."
Then you have employees who quit, so you're short-staffed, and now you can't bring anyone in.
Yeah, and
so there you go. You have a problem.
And then I read somewhere that someone in immigration in whatever it's immigration or travel. I don't know under which
forget.
cabinet it falls under. They I think I read it somewhere that they were suggesting that they're going to transfer people from the immigration department over to the passport. And everybody's like, "What are you fucking psychotic? We have delays of over 15 months for refugees to get because there's not enough people working."
Look,
on
I'm going to
this
say something that
country.
you're
It
not
just
going to
makes
like.
no sense. They
I'm going to say
flopped
something you
everything.
don't like, and that's going to be an unpopular opinion, but I'm okay with that. Right now, you have tax-paying citizens
I think
who
you
cannot
have-
access their passports. If it means the 15-month wait is going to become a 15.5-month wait, I'm
It's not
sorry.
15 and a half.
I'm just saying,
But
like,
I think in terms of immigration, I think the
don't
demands,
bite the hand that feeds you.
the demands are way higher. I think in immigration. In any case, it doesn't make sense. They're
They're not Canadian citizens. This is a Canadian service, okay? It's a service that I have a right as a Canadian to have access to, timely access.
Yeah.
I pay for it, okay?
Yeah. And then
I'm
the other-
okay with them
and
waiting.
the other
You know what
suggestion was, in order to control the supply and demand, was to increase the price of passports.
Nobody said that.
Yeah, they had suggested it.
You know-
Passports do not fall into basic fucking fundamentals and tenets of capitalism. That doesn't make sense. You cannot control the demand of passports.
I read
That's
it. I read
ridiculous.
somewhere.
You know what this country feels like? It feels like it's about.
What does it cost? I'm sorry. What does it cost now to get to renew a passport?
I don't remember.
$100?
It's
120?
Less.
Oh, less.
Yeah, but I had to pay the $50 surcharge because I was
Which
traveling.
didn't help at all.
Yeah, that's right. Now I can admit it because I have my passport. I wasn't fucking traveling. Fuck them. Gamed your stupid system.
What
Fuck
were
you,
you saying?
Justin.
this country feels like, you know the video of the guy that puts elastics around the watermelon until it explodes?
Yeah.
So this country feels a lot like that now. It's just elastic after elastic, and every
It's
elastic you
amazing
put,
how he can be so accurate and still quote a meme,
yeah,
a viral video.
But now it's like with every little thing that keeps happening, it feels like that extra elastic added on. Every time it expands the watermelon, and you're like, it's gonna explode, but it doesn't. So I think we're at that point. At any moment now, one last elastic is gonna.
No, you know what's gonna happen? We're at that right before that last elastic goes on. Someone's gonna cut all the elastic, so it's gonna leave us fucked up, deformed, just ruined, and they're gonna start doing it again, but on the other side. They're never gonna let us explode. They're just gonna keep hurting us. It's not in anyone's best interest for us to implode. It's that simple.
And it's a huge issue. Honestly, I don't know how they're going to correct it, but they
Not everyone woke up and just wanted to travel. Everyone woke up one morning and is like, "Oh, finally, I can leave this fucking prison camp of a country."
But oops,
like, I said it.
I don't have a passport.
Olga, that trip to Cuba is more important than a refugee risking being deported to his country.
No, fuck your trip to Cuba, Olga, because some people need to travel to see dying relatives. They need to travel for work to make a living. I'm not talking about
who
the people
cares why
who
they
just
have
want
to
to be.
but who cares
and
why
that's
they have to
besides the
travel?
point. That's besides
But even
the point.
at that, let's say someone wants to travel for vacation. That's for his mental health. That's a citizen that for the past 2 years.
I said it's going to be an unpopular opinion, but it's the truth.
Yeah, I don't know.
Once Canadians are served, we can start doing other stuff. It's the same logic of why are we sending money to weird causes when we have no drinking water in the First Nations?
There you go.
So you're saying let's grab people from immigration.
I'm not saying all of them. A couple. Grab a few. So supplement
for the next at least 2 months in order to get that rush out of the way, and then put them back. So
no, but because the country cannot function if the citizens cannot function. Like, we're the baseline. If we can't make a living, make a livelihood, do the things we want to do, eventually it'll end up in civil unrest. And then no refugees are getting helped when we fucking destroy ourselves from the inside.
Yeah, because it's the whole argument of when the masks come down in the airplane, when the fucking thing is depressurized, when the cabin is depressurized, the oxygen masks.
Yeah.
They
Put your mask on first.
Put your mask on first. Help yourself, because
that's a good example.
If you faint, you can't help anyone else. So if the citizens crumble, who's going to help the refugees?
And if I honestly thought that Canada was saving refugees, that's not what's happening. The UN gives them money for bringing in refugees. That money gets
For sure.
poorly spent. Those refugees, half of them don't even end up in Quebec because now they don't want to come here. That's a whole other issue that's coming up. I was reading about it.
The UN gives them money.
Oh shit!
Of course.
Gapes, shout out to Gapes in the chat, by the way. Gapes always a fucking champ. Woman bypasses local passport lines by flying to Edmonton to get a passport. That's clever.
That's amazing because most of the people in Edmonton are natives. They don't have passports.
How do you fly to
really?
Edmonton though?
What do you mean? You can fly inter you don't need a passport to fly inside Canada.
I didn't know that. Really?
What do you mean? You just need an ID.
Oh yeah.
You sound like my mom. Don't forget your passport. I'm like, I'm flying to fucking Toronto. She's like, you need your passport.
I thought you always.
I was like, no, you don't. I just showed them my license. I went to Toronto.
I knew that when I was 11.
Passports are for borders.
What's it called? I think
You're entering into a port.
I know
Yeah.
that. I thought it was just for flying in general, but
No. I mean, it's useful to have it. It's easier, but it's big. It's annoying if you don't need it. fuck it.
Insane Mo, why can't we get the passport online?
normally you.
Anyone who's applied online, the requests have disappeared.
Yeah.
I was talking to people at the passport line. They're like, yeah, I filled out my online stuff like
March
8 months ago, and they have no record of it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
What a garbage system, bro. We deserve
It's disorganized. A buddy of mine whose wife is leaving for Greece in early July. He called me yesterday. He's like, "You know what I just did?" I'm like, "Oh, bro, shit." And you're expecting it, right? And because I know what you went through, I told him, "Look, man, I think if you can prove that you're flying within 48 hours, you get through the line, you're gonna get your passport." He goes, "No, I can't. It's too stressful for me. I've been fucking refreshing the site so I can get an appointment." And yesterday,
Keep going.
Oh yeah, but listen to this. So he goes, I kept refreshing, and I saw I saw one pop up, and I just took it. I clicked on it, and then I went to check.
Oh no!
And he goes, I can't remember
Where
what
was
day.
it?
He goes, I don't know what day it was. He goes, it's 10:30 in the morning, and she could see me. It's like fucking 5.5 hours drive.
Do it. It's worth it.
So that's what he's
do
doing.
it. Yeah.
So that's what he's doing. So he's.
But
driving.
did he do it yet? Did it happen yet?
No, I don't know. I think
He needs to
next
make
week.
sure that Shikudumi is one of the offices that can print passports. Because some of them, they don't have printers. They just receive them. Like Marcel Laurent is busy because they can print them on site.
Right.
So you can do rush passports there.
Right.
Like within an hour. If you're willing to pay, if you're willing to wait in line and pay, which I don't agree with, because we shouldn't have to pay extra
Yeah.
for something that we should just have access to.
Right.
You can get your passport.
Yeah.
If you have, like, I'm not saying I did this. I'm just saying I've heard stories. Book a ticket to land cross. Like, say you have a hotel booking in New York.
New York, yeah.
In 48 hours. Then get in the fucking line if you don't have an appointment. But while you're in line, or like 8 seconds after you book it and you get that confirmation email, cancel it. It's refundable within like a couple hours. Just keep that printout and say, like, I'm traveling, I have a wedding.
Yeah.
I have a wedding. What can you do? You have to let me through.
That's clever, actually.
It's very clever. Is Chicoutimi a nice road trip, Rosalita? I don't know.
Oh my
I've never been to Chicoutimi.
The idea of driving 5 hours for me is just...
Bro,
But think about it.
I've
5
been-
hours where you don't have your family with you. You can just go do your thing.
No. I can't. I drive up north, man. And I
How far is it?
An hour.
That's not that far.
I know.
That's not up north.
It takes me an hour to get from here to my house sometimes when
That's
there's
not
traffic.
up north. How's that up north?
Well, technically an hour. It's about 100 kilometers, let's say.
That's not far.
Saint-Sauveur.
Yeah, it's not up
I'm
north.
thinking of, now that we have passports, I'm thinking of going to Chick-fil-A this weekend. Maybe Target, Chick-fil-A, little romantic weekend with the wife.
Oh my God, we're in Atlanta.
Chick-fil-A everywhere, huh?
Friday. Okay, so Friday during the fight, it was so funny because we woke up. We all went to go get Popeyes while Mike was,
breakfast.
I hate
while
Popeyes.
Mike was fixing the plane fiasco, the canceled flight fiasco, and it was so funny, bro. Because we're like, fuck, let's go have Popeyes. So
Sorry, by the way, it was Air Canada canceled?
yeah,
Of course it was.
Air Canada told us, oh,
They're going to go
guess-
bankrupt this year.
Guess what?
What's wrong
Guess
with this
what?
fucking-
Sukaru makokaru beach.
It is, yeah.
Kukuru, kukuru.
Air Canada said.
Oh, right, yeah. You guys should call and get your money back.
Oh, Mike's on it.
Oh, okay.
Well, it wasn't my money.
Yeah, so you woke up at Popeyes.
He forgot the
Yeah,
story.
so we went had Popeyes. We had a ton of fried chicken, and then not knowing what the catering company at the fight was gonna be, we show up there. Guess the catering company,
Popeyes.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
It's the best.
So I had fried chicken on fried chicken on fried chicken, bro.
Wait.
It was
They were the catering company?
they're the ones that supplied all the
Nothing
food.
like a good Christian chicken sandwich, eh?
Yeah, well they had everything though. They had the sandwiches, they had the popcorn chicken, like the
Fucking Chick-fil-A has to be one of the most pleasant, as a straight person, most pleasant fast food experiences I've ever had. There's the friendliest people in the world, the staff. And their food is good. I like their food. I like their
It's very
fries.
good. You know what? I
pickle on top there, spicy chicken.
Yeah, I prefer Chick-fil-A over Popeyes.
Me too.
Because it's Chick-fil-A is a lot less greasy.
Absolutely. But I also prefer their
Never had any of them.
grilled chicken to their like breaded chicken. Like their grilled chicken sandwich is
really?
delicious. It's
Really?
fucking the best chicken sandwich you can get fast food style.
Interesting.
It's very interesting, yeah.
How's grilled chicken fast food though?
It's in a sandwich. It's like a burger.
Yeah, it's a burger.
No, I know it's a burger.
Also, it's a fast
But I mean,
food.
it's not instant.
I
Like,
think
they
the moment
pre-cooked it.
Probably,
we throw food and drinks
Into
out the
bread?
window into
Oh.
people's faces, it's fast food, bro. It's considered.
Yeah, if it's under 5 minutes to prepare, it's fast
Yeah.
food.
Let's see.
yeah.
And what was that movie where they're I forget what it was called, The Founder, where they're talking about the origins of McDonald's?
Oh yeah, no. What's it
And
called?
he's like, "Here's your food." He's like, "What?
Yeah.
Like, where did it come
what's
from?"
it called? Yeah, with Michael Keaton.
The Founder, no?
Is it called The Founder?
I think so. I don't remember now. Why is
That was a
Snoop
great
Dogg here?
movie.
It was a good movie.
And you know what I appreciated? The fact that they alluded to him screwing the original owners, because
Yeah.
that's
He did.
like but see that's like the biggest urban myth or whatever. There's like, oh, is it true? Is it like it's always been kind of.
No one knew.
Yeah, like every time they would bring it up, they're like, no, that's not true. Like there's
Who were
always
the
like,
original owners?
those. No, what the way that they recounted the story in the movie.
I don't remember now.
They were called McDonald's.
Were they?
I think that was their name. No.
I don't know if that actually was their name. That's the thing.
Oh no.
Anyway, whatever.
What,
I don't want to
was
talk
this?
about it now.
Sorry, I'll search.
Yeah,
it
don't worry. It's okay.
What's his face? The guy.
Kevin Costner?
No,
Dennis Quaid?
the owner, the founder was
I don't remember his name at all.
Rick Croft. No,
I saw the movie ages ago. I just remember that scene.
The story is that the guy that founded McDonald's stole the concept from these two guys that had like a little shop like that.
Oh yeah, that's a movie. Yeah,
in
it is
rural
Michael Keaton.
America somewhere. I don't
It
know
is
where.
Michael Keaton.
It is Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah,
saying the actual guy. I think it's Rick Croft.
Yeah, what
Look
happened?
it up if you
Yeah,
want.
it was a
What other
traveling.
news do you have? Because
it
I
was
feel like all the news we've been talking about is terrible. Do you have any good news?
No, there's never any good news. Hold on.
We've just been,
Let's,
for the past 2 years of this show, I feel like we've been documenting Canada turning into Canadistan.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
We've been documenting the decline.
Of
Well,
Canadian society.
let's
Yeah.
go back because last week we spoke about Le Panier Bleu. Remember, we kind of
made fun
a
of it,
little
yeah.
bit, and Legault had come out and said, we're looking at kind of incorporating delivery thing and that kind of stuff. Well, this week it went from a non-profit organization to a private business. It sold.
Sorry, I was reading the chat. Say that again. Sorry, I'm
They
sorry.
sold the Panier Bleu. It became.
What do you mean?
Because it was a non-profit organization that the government created to help out
Yeah.
businesses. Well, yeah.
So now it's a private entity.
It's a private entity.
Good, it'll run better.
And it was
That's probably true.
It was bought out by a consortium of business. It's the Caisse des Jardins, Fonds de Solidarité, so the FTQ, Lightspeed, and the government is involved through Investissement Québec. So it's like all these things that they
Sounds like a perfect way to not lose money.
they bought it, and
Lightspeed, huh?
They threw in $22 million. So I don't know exactly how they're going to be spending that. I don't know if it's going to be spent on a delivery platform or something of that sort.
I mean, if Lightspeed, which is a POS, primarily a POS company and marketing company, I mean, they definitely have the infrastructure to turn Panier Bleu into something interesting.
Yeah, but you still need the traffic. You still need people to go there and to shop.
Yeah, but if Lightspeed is involved, like Lightspeed, if you watch what they've done in the last 2-3 years, like I wish I had bought their stock. It's incredible. Like they went from nothing, like a little POS system, to like every single department store in Canada uses them now. Like, just to give you an idea, like for their online platforms, and they build the whole platform.
Right.
So they have a user-friendly platform ish. Because like sometimes it gets fucked up, like the Bays, for example, it's terrible. Hudson's Bay app, it just like it doesn't work right.
Right.
So if not Hudson's Bay, if Lightspeed is involved, which means they can build the online portal, then all you need to figure out is delivery. Because if the portal is accessible and the UI is good and the UX is good, because the delivery is good, then we're covered.
Yeah.
Like you'll have a market.
The issue,
It's convenience. People just want convenience.
The issue, and from the article that I read in La Presse, was that for the merchants that are going to be on it, they're imposing to
Not
include
imposing.
the delivery.
Not imposing. They're proposing.
They're telling that you have to include a free delivery for anything above $50, and some people can't afford that. It's like it's impossible because normally the delivery would be included for sales above $120 or $150.
Then they're going to have to talk with delivery companies, like couriers, like Canada Post.
Yeah, so they're leaving it up to them to figure it out. And a lot of these smaller companies that just want to be on the platform don't have the capability of doing something like that. So there you have
I've said it before. I like the idea of the Panier Bleu. I just think the government can't execute it properly. Maybe this is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm not.
Maybe the government was like, "Yeah, we know what the fuck we're doing. Let someone else do it."
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, the cash pop's in there, so like the government's still gonna get its cut for its pockets. So
The Investissement Québec.
you said the cash pop too.
Caisse Populaire, but that has nothing to do with the government.
No, I don't mean officially.
Bah. In other more serious news, there's a report that came out this week to the effect that Dr. Arruda, the famous the former director of our national health here in Quebec, so
This is gonna be good, huh?
this is gonna be great.
Let me get comfy here. I'm gonna recline a little.
This story goes back to 2019. He was the director of the national health back then, but at the same time, he was deputy, like a I don't know how you say it in English. It's like a sous-ministre. It's basically the person.
Sub-minister?
Yeah, but they're not elected in Quebec. The people that are in charge of the cabinets, so like the health cabinet, like it's called a sous-ministre, and he was the deputy sous-ministre. This story goes back to this huge facility in Rouyn-Noranda, so in the northern part of Quebec, that has existed since the turn of the 20th century.
What's this facility about?
It's I don't know what it's called in English.
What does it do?
I'll tell you now. It's called La Fonderie Orne. It's a fonderie. I don't know if they...
It's a foundry.
Yeah, okay. So there's the word.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
George.
So anyway.
Jesus Christ.
There were reports that in the area people had more elevated risks of cancer. So there was a research conducted to see if this facility was involved, and indeed they found that on average, people had. Let me get the numbers, guys. Here.
Didn't this happen also with the asbestos thing back in the 90s?
Yeah.
In another area where there was mines.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah. So they calculated that on average, So it's what is it? Arsenic in English or
Arsenic.
Arsenic. Okay.
Honestly, George, like,
Yeah, guys.
killing me
Sorry
here.
about that.
It's like being with Poseidon.
So on average, people had 100 nanograms by cubic meter, and the normal is 3. So we're talking
That's a
about
big
this
difference.
huge freaking difference.
Arsenic's not even like only a carcinogen. It's also like it can kill you on its own.
Yeah. And what happened is that the report that was made with these results in the area, in the region of the Rouyn-Noranda, Dr. Arruda asked for that report to be removed from that, back in 2019. So the report that was handed to the government did not include crucial elements of this study that was conducted.
This foundry is it government run?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, but I'm sure there's government investments.
Sure.
For sure.
I was just wondering, yeah.
So, and now the excuse that the National Health Department has given is that, no, we removed them because there was another report that was specific on, this high rate of cancer in the region that was going to be tabled much later, and the numbers.
And we didn't want to take away from that one.
Yeah, and all the figures are going to be included in that one in any case. But it's really worrying, the fact that there is a government official that went in there. He's the National Health Director. He actually traveled. Well, not anymore, but at the time in 2019 he was. And he actually traveled to Rouyn-Noranda. He met with a bunch of organizations. He met with a bunch of people there that, they gave him all these figures.
It's pretty fucked up,
isn't it? Why would you hold this information back? So this is a huge issue right now.
And this was during COVID or before COVID?
This is 2019, so it's right before COVID. Obviously, we didn't know that. But it's unrelated to COVID. It really doesn't matter.
No, I just mean like if COVID was happening, maybe it was like, this is not the time to deal with this.
No. This was in 2019.
I'm just trying to think of what kind of logic.
Well, people are trying to understand that because this whole issue has been ongoing since, and the issue in question came to the committee, the health committee.
They're just making fun of you. It's amazing.
Yeah, sorry guys. My brain very often thinks in French first.
They're like, what's ACV in English? That's a good burn. I mean, good job.
So anyway, so this is what's happening, and people are concerned. Obviously, this came out like at the very end of the parliament session, so you can't even, nothing can happen now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the people can't sit and there's the MNA that gets elected in Abitibi-Témiscamingue. She's in Quebec Solidaire. Throughout the entire session, she was nailing the government on this report because she knew it was coming out and she wanted information. Why isn't that report tabling in the committee, in the health committee that these the MNAs sit on? Why did it not have information? She obviously had much closer ties to the people on the ground. They had told her that there was a study that was conducted, so she had a lot more information than we knew back in the day in 2019, 2020.
Government cover-up.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a huge cover-up over here. I don't know how this is going to unfold, but this is serious stuff.
Yeah, no kidding. So it is well documented that there's an increase, like these particles, the ppm is high. We know what's happening now. Are they doing anything?
This is just now. It came out like on Monday, Tuesday.
Who owns the foundry?
I don't know.
What's the name of the foundry?
It's called
Fonderie what?
Orne. Horne.
Fonderie Orne. Is Fonderie with a Y or an IE in French?
IE.
Fonderie Horn. Like Van Horn?
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Fonderie Horn. Okay, that's weird. It just... Hold on. Here we go.
Did you get it?
Yeah, Rouyn-Noranda, Fonderie Horn Accueil. I want to go, let's see if they're publicly traded. Plan du site, vie privée, cookies. I love that there's no French word for cookies. Glencore. So Glencore. Can you stop?
Cricket.
Sugamiso. Stamata. Glencore. So Glencore is the holding company, and Glencore is an American company. Interesting. Is it? Our purpose. That's a massive company. Anyways, this is too deep of a hole to go down right now. But
Yeah.
I was wondering if there was ties to the government.
Yeah,
like,
because the other issue.
I'll let you continue telling the people in Poseidon. I'm just gonna go to the washroom fast.
Because the other issue that has come out now is to the effect that when Dr. Aruda went down there, apparently he went there as a consultant and as an advisor to the Minister of Health. Obviously, now that this information has come out, the Department of Health is saying no, that never happened. He was never sent there as his spokesperson or as a representative. And the reason that they're trying to cover that up is because as a public servant in the cabinet, you have to distinguish yourself from the political aspect. So you can't just go there representing the ministers. The fonctionnaires, so the public servants and the people that are in charge of the health department can't just go there and say, I'm here on behalf of the minister. That doesn't happen in Quebec, okay? It's totally two separate things. So there's an issue there as well. Did the Minister of Health or the Minister of Social Services, I don't know who it was, did they really send a public servant on their behalf to go and, study the question or whatever. So there's a huge mix-up, and this is a huge fuck-up on the government's behalf. And I'm really curious to see how this is going to unfold, because it's really, really serious to withhold, information like this. So there you have it, Dr. Aruda. I mean, this poor guy came in. Remember in the beginning, Poseidon, he was hailed as a hero. This guy's going to save us. Do you remember in the beginning of COVID, everyone was, yay, Horatio. There were like these fun videos and memes about the Aruda. Everybody was like supporting him and loving him. And then things just turned to the worst for this poor guy. Poor guy.
Poor guy. He was look. I'll say this.
Isn't
I'm
he
just saying the transition
when
from
people were
2020
cheering him
Isn't
on?
he a corrupt millionaire politician? What do you mean?
No, he's
for
not a
him,
politician.
bro?
He's a public servant.
Whatever, bro.
A highly ranked public servant, obviously.
you know
you're the
what?
director of... the National Health Director has certain privileges in Quebec. I mean, this guy can pull the plug on a lot of shit,
Look.
And it's done specific like that so they could leave the political aspect out of it. So
No one in the government who is appointed, because he was appointed, has that much power without owing something to someone who's been elected.
I don't. You don't know
Question.
that, because and I'm not
You
so
do
sure
know
what,
that.
No, because
Question.
maybe he was appointed by another government.
Question: this guy is a public servant, right?
Yeah.
How's he worth $2 million?
Answer.
Well, he's a doctor, dude.
He's a doctor, yeah.
He's
Oh,
a
he's a
doctor,
doctor.
of course.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Aruda kind of gave it away. It's not his first name. His first name is Horatio.
Doctor of what?
Medicine?
He's a
veterinarian.
Not was
that him?
Vet? Yeah, no.
Look it up. What kind of doctor
We
is
had
Aruda?
looked it up.
Hold on,
He's he has a-
with a salary of $165,000 to $275,000. How's he a millionaire?
I mean, that's his salary now as the National Health Director. He was a practicing physician, I guess.
Yeah.
What kind of doctor is he? Look it up. He's a doctor of like fucking
No, we had
communications.
checked it out. He's exactly where he needs to be. It's like
I'm going to check because the science was slow.
the fuck
What
was
sort
it?
of doctor is Aruda? Can't believe I'm doing this. We have a fucking producer.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it slow.
Horatio
Aruda is a Canadian physician specialized in community health.
yeah.
Community health, who formerly
I like
served
how
as
he was mumbling it while you
National
were reading.
Director of Public Health.
You were reading it. He was like, community health. He's like, community health. Yeah.
I muted you too.
Anyway, so we'll hopefully have more to talk to you about.
Quebec doctor, blah, 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 what am I reading here? No, it doesn't say specifically, though. It's not clear what that actually means, though, the specialized in community health. Like, did he practice as a physician seeing patients? Like, I wanted to know.
Well, I think from what I had read back in the day, that's specifically what he does now. Like,
Who's the fucking veterinarian? Burla. That's who.
what?
the Pfizer guy.
Guy's
He's a vet, yeah.
Come on.
Look it up.
What's his name?
Burlas. I forget his
Just
first
like
name.
Pfizer, Burlas.
Albert Bourla.
Alberto Burla.
Is he a vet? That's
He's a
so funny.
veterinarian.
Greek American veterinarian. Yeah, he's a veterinarian.
Boom!
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Take your shots, people. Spay and neuter your pets.
I guess it doesn't really matter. I think all they care is like on an administrative level, can you run this fucking company?
I mean, yeah, he's a CEO, but still.
Yeah.
When they say he's not only, when they say stuff like "Don't be crazy," he's also a doctor. And I'm like,
Well,
but
they are doctors.
he's a doctor, but
What?
he's a veterinarian.
he's still a doctor.
If I need to have my tick removed, maybe.
Did you see this whole Brenda Lucky thing that's happening?
No, I don't even know who that is. Who?
It's an RCMP commissioner that was accused of
Sexual assault?
of interfering with a mass shooting investigation, the Nova Scotia mass shooting investigation.
Interfering
back
how?
in, like a couple years ago when there was
Like trying to push the liberal agenda of banning guns and stuff. Like they were trying to investigate like what happened here, and then she was trying to stop it apparently.
I haven't heard nothing about this. So I can't
let's
comment
go on
on
to
it.
another embarrassing thing here in Quebec.
Ooh, fun.
Because we've spoken about this on other episodes about the DPJ.
Vive la honte.
This is the Direction de la Protection de la Jeunesse. It's like youth protection department. And we've spoken about how ridiculously understaffed they are, and they lack a lot of credibility. They're called in situations where they shouldn't be there, and other more urgent or violent scenarios, they're completely absent, or other scenarios where, for example, they knew that there was a history of violence and they did nothing, and finally
But then they're like, we have no
and it was
fonctionnaires.
like a family murder scenario. Anyway, so this is a story that comes out of where is it? Let me get this in Granby. So this is in the eastern
Rural
townships.
Quebec.
Yeah. So there's a mom in Granby who takes her kids around in a bicycle, and it's one of those cargo bikes. I don't know, like it's two wheels and it's like long in the front, and you have like a little basket. I'm sure you've seen that.
A tricycle.
No, it's not a tricycle. It's on two. It's this thing here.
Show me. I've never seen that before. That
You've
looks
never
like
seen that?
fun. Kids would love that.
Yeah, it's like
looks
a-
dangerous, but yeah.
It's like a bicycle, but with a.
But it has like a wagon on
It's like
it.
a long, basket or wagon, whatever.
Okay. So this is how she gets around
So
Granby.
this is how she gets around. She
To and from the zoo. Gotcha.
around the city.
Yeah.
Brings her kids to
City.
daycare or whatever. It's a city.
Okay,
It's, a
it's
small
not a
city.
city. It's a town.
Granby
Granby's a town.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, and there's a story that came out in La Presse on Monday to the effect that, to her shock and to her surprise, she
see this thing.
she received a call from the DPJ saying that we received a call. And the DPJ has to respond no matter what. If there's a
Okay.
call come in, apparently they have to respond. We don't know why they don't fucking respond to other cases, but
It's Granby. There's like 3 agents and 1 incident a year.
so they call. So she was all worried and stuff. Like, what the hell? The DPJ? Why are they calling me? So obviously you're obliged to meet with them. So they came over and they said, "Well, we received a complaint about your family situation." She's like, "What the hell's happening?" They're like, "Well, apparently you're going around in a very unsafe mode of transportation. We want to check the bicycle because apparently it's dangerous." La la.
It's pretty safe to me.
Of course it's safe.
I mean, let me just preface this by saying,
This was
if you have your kid on a ride-along bicycle, it's dangerous. You're an idiot. You shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, especially in the city. But this seems pretty
Yeah,
safe.
so apparently, so the story is that they came, they looked at the bike, they're like, "Okay, this is fucking ridiculous." So they closed the file. Okay, so
Yeah.
immediately.
Sure.
The question that I have now: do you not have anything fucking better to do than to go and investigate on a fucking bicycle when you have potential murderers and other more
I mean,
violent
but
situations?
how is the DPJ structured? Like, do they have regional offices? Maybe
Yeah.
in this region, ladies aren't copying beatings. I don't know. Maybe this part of Quebec is a much more calm part of Quebec.
Regardless,
Maybe
with
there's
everything-
less
with
Tunisian
everything-
people.
is
I
this-
don't know.
is
With
this
everything that has come,
Yeah, that's it.
That's the actual article. Yeah,
okay. Let me bring it up for the people.
It's a very interesting contraption.
It's
I have
cool,
to say,
man. It's
I've never
cool.
seen anything like it.
like if I were a kid, I'd love to be in that.
Yeah.
And
I
she's a-
think cycling with a child is irresponsible unless it's for pleasure, like to just get around and play.
At
Like
a park.
as a mode of transportation on a street, I think it's dangerous.
So they said that that's unsafe.
Yeah, that looks pretty safe.
No, it's not. It's not unsafe. There was a complaint at the DPJ because somebody saw this woman riding.
Some fucking divorcee named Louise fucking called the DPJ because she was bored.
She's like, "What the
I don't
hell
like
is
that,
that?"
mom. I'm fat and I can't ride a bicycle. Fuck her.
Nobody wanted to fuck me.
What?
What?
What the fuck?
Your personal problems are not to be brought up here.
In any case, I just find that when you think of all the situations, all the
Yo, who the fuck snitches? Mind your own fucking business.
Hey,
But that's how
talks
it.
like
but
that.
that's how it always is, right? The DPJ is always about snitching. Like someone's gonna call, it's anonymous. You
sake,
report
bro.
the situation, and they have to go and
I
investigate.
mean, sometimes you have to snitch. You see a woman taking a beating, and the police
That's
aren't doing
different.
anything.
That's different. That's different. That's
You
different.
see a child being endangered.
But the DPJ is structured on
It's built on snitching.
Yeah, on anonymous calls about your neighbors or a situation that you see. The problem that I have is that given the story, the history behind it, and the incompetence.
The fact that they don't follow up on anything they should.
Yeah, and
how
there
did they
was-
respond
like
to this?
there was a whole report for people that follow the rapport Laurent. It was Régine Laurent who was like She was a very famous nurse here in Quebec, union leader, whatever. And the government mandated her to look into the specifically the DPG, how it works. And she had a whole list of recommendations on how to get the DPG to become better and, better follow-ups and better structure and all that stuff. And then you find out, and then there's stories like this where it's like, what a loss of resources. Fuck, for a bicycle. Like, come on, man. Like the DPG should find a way to kind of prioritize. Like if you get an anonymous call and say, yeah, listen, there's a neighbor, I've been hearing yelling and screaming and they have kids, urgent, put it, like flag it.
What's crazy
right away. But if you get a call, yeah, I'm seeing a woman riding a bike and it's dangerous for the kids, like that should not be a
She may
fucking
have
priority.
not specified. I say she because I'm sure it was a
No,
woman.
that is, of course it was specified because when she got the call, they went over and said, listen, we got a call about some dangerous mode of transportation. We need to investigate it. It's a bicycle. We want to see your bicycle. And then when they looked at the bike, they're like, oh, okay, this is nothing. It's not dangerous.
I mean,
Like,
look,
it's fine. So they closed the file on the spot.
Let's break this down. Somebody saw something they deemed dangerous. I'm not going to agree or disagree with them. They called the DPG. The DPG responded, did a little enquete. They said, nah, it's good, right? That's how the DPG is supposed to fucking work. So if they could only apply this to real situations,
But that's what
we'd
I'm
be
saying.
in good
I mean,
shape.
there should be a better way of classifying
This
the
fucking jersey is all over the place. Hold on, guys.
We're in the round musical chairs. Let's go.
So yeah, there should be like a better system to classify these.
No, don't even reframe George. It's fine. Hey! Now I'm gonna look like a tiny human.
I'll just do the rest of the show like
I'm
this.
so little now. Let's touch heads. Wonder Twin powers activate.
They can't see it. It's the middle camera.
Oh, you son of a bitch, Poseidon.
I don't need.
He's the worst presider we've ever
I'm good. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Hey,
9-0, eh?
Greece just won 12-0.
Those poor Hanumis.
What sport?
Ball hockey.
Hockey.
Yeah.
He put it in our calendar. I'm like, Greece, Armenia. What is this? He's like,
Tonight I'm
ball
gonna go-
hockey, bro.
Tonight I'm gonna go watch Canada-Greece. It's gonna be a crazy game.
Here in Quebec, there's like an international ball hockey.
It's the World Championship.
Where's it happening,
This
here?
year it's in. It comes every couple of years, but this year it's in Laval. Normally it's like in Europe.
Wait,
and
were
shit.
you at the game?
Yeah, I
Or you're
went
watching
to.
it on.
Oh, I have
you're
tickets.
watching
I have
it online.
season tickets. I went to
Hilarious.
Place Bell.
Place
Cool,
Bell,
cool.
eh? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a pretty big space for it.
Greece.
That's
This is a
beautiful.
team from Greece?
The players are from all over the place, but they have to be Greek to qualify. So there's a lot of Canadians and Americans.
man,
yeah.
for sure.
There's half of Parkex playing hockey.
I think Lavalers mostly.
Mostly, yeah.
That's so amazing.
They didn't even need to drive far.
I saw
That's
mostly
great.
Lavalers there, like cheering and stuff. I supported the Greeks, bro. That's the kind of
Sure
Greek
you
I am.
should, for sure. I remember we were in
Mostly Lavalers, bro.
we were in high school, and
Yeah.
a couple friends came up to us and were like, dude, guys, Greece is putting a baseball team
remember
to try
this.
to qualify for the Olympics. And
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
that's cool, yeah. And so there's a bunch of kids that we knew that traveled to Greece to qualify and to
Baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, listen, man. If you're gonna make it in the Olympics,
Why not?
And you suck as an athlete, but you've been playing baseball your entire life in some
You
crappy
have the
field.
wrong idea. These are some. I'm just
yeah.
saying how it is. It's not like an amateur tournament. It's big. It's
100%.
quality. Like
no, but think about it this way. Let's say tomorrow the
Baseball's
ball
not a real
hockey was included as an Olympic sport.
This
and you
would be
have
the
Greece,
team. Yeah.
because you're not going to qualify in Canada, right? Like
Yeah.
there's so many fucking Canadians that are gonna.
Yeah.
But Greece is like, okay, we need ball hockey. You think there's people in Greece that know how to play ball hockey? No, so you're gonna go. Yeah,
but there are. There's even ice hockey players in Greece.
Yeah, it's still.
That's
I
it.
have a friend in Greece who has his kids in ice
ice
hockey.
hockey. Yeah, I'm telling
He
you.
posts pic, and the ice looks horrible.
Well, they don't know how
Oh
to
my
make
goodness.
ice. But these guys don't know
know how to
ball
make
hockey. They
ice.
don't understand the level.
Yeah.
Tonight, what time are you leaving?
Around 8:30.
Oh, so you don't want to come watch the
Where
game?
are you
right?
off to?
No, I can't.
Where you headed to?
It's going to
Poseidon.
Quebec City.
Yeah,
Quebec City.
Yeah.
They'll still let you.
What kind
back
of
after
news
what
did I
happened last
miss?
time? We talked a lot about I know you probably have opinions, but I don't know if we should get into it again. We went hard.
C96.
And that's what we should start calling
The
them.
media is gonna ask me about it next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I don't want to talk
We
about it.
talked about 96 and 11.
Oh,
11,
11, C11, that could go fuck itself, bro.
Yeah.
That's
So
you guys
we
talked
did-
about it?
Yeah, we talked about
All
it a
right,
lot.
good.
Like we spent a good half
Good.
hour.
I don't want to talk about it.
Because I think the two things together are destroying everything. We're living in Canadistan. That was the overall.
Yeah, we went
theme.
through a rabbit hole with the passports.
Yeah, we did some passport coverage.
What do you mean?
We talked about what's going on.
The crisis.
It's gotten so deep now that it's on the mainstream media.
What crisis?
People,
Passport,
the
the
police
delays?
are at every passport
Passport
office. There's
Canada?
riots.
Oh, they still fly commercial. Yeah.
I saw it coming. I saw it coming.
That was great timing.
You're welcome.
Remember what we were saying before about setting a standard where like, fuck this shit now. Now I fly private. That's exactly what just happened.
But you're right about
All those years, I never rubbed it in your face. Now you're gonna be like that.
It's
You're gonna be
forced.
dirty.
It's because of staff. It's because of the staff, and also they don't care.
Also, they don't care. Yeah.
Also, on a more important note, they don't give a
Sheikh Ayatollah Trudeau, he doesn't care about us anymore.
When did he care, bro? This guy never gave a
We
shit.
spoke about Aruda back in 2019 being sent to
Covering up cancer-causing stuff.
in the north of Quebec, and there was like a report that came out on elevated levels of arsenic causing
Every time
cancer,
he
and he
walks in-
removed the information from the report.
Every time he walks in, we should just stop and go previously on the morning show, and then we just do a
Yeah.
recap.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking Aruda, really?
So that's,
he covered it up.
that's the hot topic.
So now he's going to jail?
And the Panier Bleu was privatized.
Yeah. It was
Which I don't know how I feel about it. It might actually work better.
Wait, that might work better. Private normally works better.
Lightspeed is
But
involved.
so Aruda is going to jail?
No.
No, this is
We're looking
this
into
is
it.
the breaking news that came out on Monday that he withdrew information from a report that was handed to the National Assembly, so we don't know what's going to happen with that. And the other big breaking news, and this is really fucked up shit. Maybe you guys were too young to remember this. André
forget.
Boisclair. André Boisclair was the leader of the PQ in the early 2000s, or actually in 2004 or 5, somewhere there. One of the youngest guys ever to get elected in the National Assembly back in 1984 or 89 or 90, whatever. A prodigy of the PQ. This is the guy that they looked at. This is the future of our party. Super brilliant guy. One of the first openly gay politicians in Quebec who ran for the leadership and won it. Did the campaign in 2003, lost it. And then back in the day, there was all these things that came out about him using coke and partying too much, and a bunch of all these things happened, and they threw him under the bus, and they got rid of him, and Pauline Marois came in as the leader of the PQ.
The logical next step.
And then we know the story. So
Pauline Marois destroyed a gay person's life?
yeah.
Unacceptable.
Wow.
So anyway,
Unacceptable.
so André Boisclair has been in the news the last couple of years because there was a story that came out, I think last year or 2 years ago, to the effect that he had sexually abused a man, or
Man or child?
a man.
Oh,
But wait, hold on.
different than child.
Was he stoned off his mind on coke? Because that's a different
Well,
situation.
so this is
What do you
what
like? He
happened.
walked up to a guy, squeezed his ass. Like what level?
No. This is in his apartment. The shit happened, and things got out of hand. And
saying
the
he
guy
raped
was,
someone.
it's rape. So
Did he rape him or?
we don't know. That's
so
what they're saying. That's what I'm trying to clear up.
This is the story that was up until Monday, I think, or yesterday. We knew that there was something happened. It was 2 different occasions where men had filed a complaint about being sexually harassed
Multiple.
by 2 guys, 2 different stories.
But sexually
Guys
harassed or assaulted?
assaulted, whatever.
Okay. Because if he said nice dick, it's one thing.
No.
But if he
It was
tied a
assault
guy up
where it
and
was like,
penetrated
stop,
him.
I don't want, stop, that kind of stuff.
Oh my
So
God.
it's rape.
Oh my
Now, what
He
we found
pleaded
out,
guilty.
what we find out this week is that he pleaded guilty. Dun, dun, dun.
A rap.
But
2 men, by the way.
it's 2 different stories.
But not at the same time. That would be kind of impressive. That would be impressive.
No, it's
that
2
would've been-
different
yeah.
scenarios that happened. I think
like a
year apart.
marathon.
It happened a year apart. But
Oh, he took a break.
the big issue though is in the first scenario. It's guaranteed gang rape because he was.
What?
Yeah, the story
Well, okay,
was.
forget what I just showed you. Gang rape.
He got
He
gang
had
raped?
friends.
So the first story, the first issue is that he's in his apartment in Quebec with 2 guys. Through a
Sounds gay.
through a dating app, whatever, he invites another guy
called
over.
Grindr,
yeah.
Whatever it is, I don't know. So they didn't specify. It was just.
Well, you don't have to specify. I know what happened, sir.
So he goes over to his apartment
Rub-a-dub-dub.
or his house. One of the guys that was already there leaves, and another guy comes.
Hold on.
Just like that, nobody jerks
So
him
no,
off,
so
just
he's
came?
there. He's there with 2 dudes.
Yeah. So there's a
He
small
invites
party
him-
in his apartment. There are 3.
He
They
invites
invite
another
a 4th guy.
But then one of the 4 guys leaves.
Yeah, one of
So
the guys
there's
that
3
was
guys.
initially there leaves, but another guy comes. So there's still
still 4.
3.
Okay.
3 plus 1, the guest, 4.
Oh,
They start,
okay.
Yeah, they
all
start
right.
fucking around.
That's a gang.
Drugs are involved. And then the story goes that two of the guys were holding the other person down, and he was like, "Stop, stop, stop!" So they raped him. Okay, they raped him. We're not have to go into details.
Holy shit!
You got
raped.
American history X shit.
Now,
Some real
that-
politician
movie.
shit.
Yeah, real
So he pleaded guilty. So we don't know what the
He
decision is.
fucking raped the guy.
So
Jesus
he's probably going to
Christ.
get close to 2 years. They suggested 2 years minus a day, so he doesn't get incarcerated in a federal penitentiary.
I did a show at a penitentiary that he's going to be incarcerated in the 2 years and less last week. Yeah, disgusting place. Everyone just jerks off all the time.
That's nice.
So
But
they told me.
the big story. Okay, so this he pleaded
Interesting.
guilty.
What else would you do,
It's-
right?
It's horrible because of the.
Very few rapes, they said. That's all going to change.
It's horrible because of the person that he was. Really high profile guy, politician.
So basically, you should fucking eat your words. Pauline Marois saved us.
Think he would have raped us?
Who knows? Collectively, maybe.
He gang raped the man. What about the other? Okay,
That's
this is
the
what I'm
second story.
So that's
That's
the
the
thing.
second story.
Well, look, the other story was just
Hold on,
him
hold
and
on.
another guy.
Before the other story, so the other people involved,
Yeah, who
they're
are the other
just
people
just
involved?
just as
That's the
rapey.
that's the thing.
wanna name them.
They're anonymous. They're not. So they're protecting their identities.
Legault?
No.
It's not politicians.
Has nothing to do with.
Okay.
No, it's not politics.
We don't know.
Him and
It
I don't
could.
know. We don't know who it is. We don't know who it
Let's
is. They're
speculate
protecting
wildly.
they're protecting the identity of these two other men.
Why? Why would you protect
we
the
don't
identity of
know.
rapists?
So there's a lot of speculation.
Then
right
why
now.
do you only get 2 years for rape?
I don't know. man.
Good
I don't know.
question.
I don't
Very
know.
good question.
I don't know.
What a fake society.
Actually,
I'm
two
not a
very
criminal
good
lawyer. I don't
questions.
know what-
Why are you
I
protecting
don't
the
know what-
identities of
That's the serious thing. We don't know
And-
who they are, if they're high profile, or from the speculations that are going around now, from the things that I'm reading or listening to the news. A lot of the lawyers that have been called in to comment on the situation, they're thinking that maybe it's a deal to either wait for the sentence and then say, listen, reduce the sentence and I will
I'll give you the names.
and I'll give you
Oh,
the
like it's
names,
cutting a
or
deal.
maybe it's a deal. We don't know.
Your Kim
But
wrote-
I thought that this has to be done before the sentence, because once the judge
not
comes
sure.
out with a sentence, you can't really change that. Can
don't
you?
know.
I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. But in any case, to me, it's demented to even think that this is a gang rape and you're protecting the names of these two people. One
Yeah.
guy, fuck him, he's sick in the head. He's gonna go to jail for sure.
But they should all go to jail. They raped.
Yeah, but what society do we live in? Like, we know that this happened. There's two other guys there, and we're protecting their identities, and we don't know anything about them. They're not going to be tried. They're not going to get
a
any jail
judge
time.
should-
Like,
For the record, at that prison I told you 2 years and less, some people that are in there are like, let's say, drunk driving. They catch him and they throw him in there. Now, drunk driving, which is dumb, you're not supposed to do it. But let's say the second you get drunk, you're inebriated, you still go to jail, even though you weren't in control because you were drunk,
so
right?
high raping.
Yeah, so a rap, which you clearly made the decision, you consciously violated a human being. How the fuck does that only get 2 years? They don't respect decency in this country.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of.
I think he's the
precedent
perfect
exists.
poster child for the fucking Parti Québécois, if you ask me. That makes perfect sense.
So he's part of the PQ?
He was.
He was the leader of
They
the
should they
PQ,
should
but he always
reinstate
had.
him.
But he always had a story of partying and drugs and all that
That's
stuff.
fine.
Even back when he was in
was a
power, which is
fuckboy.
why they kicked him out to begin with.
He was having a good time. Too good of a time.
There was a story that I remember in early. Was he a leader?
Team Canada.
Team Canada.
Team
what?
Canada gang raped someone.
Okay, I'm gonna get to that story.
What?
We mentioned it last
Yeah,
last week.
we touched
Not
on
ball
it.
hockey?
No,
No,
this
not
is
ball hockey.
this is the Olympic team, Canada Olympic
But which one? There's a lot of
Ice
sports.
hockey.
ice hockey.
hockey.
Canada, Team Canada, dude. Team
Hockey Canada facing funding audit.
Sidney Crosby.
No, this was in the 2018 team. Let's just finish on
Baclair raped the dude and he got away with it.
Wait, one of the players was raped by the other players.
I'll tell you the story. We'll follow up.
I
because
have
we
the
spoke about
story.
it last week. Hold
They
on.
ran a train.
But just to finish up on Boisclair, yeah, it's disturbing that they're keeping the identity hidden of these two other individuals. I don't know who they are. I don't know if they're high profile or not. I have no idea. I just find it disturbing that we know there's a gang rape and we're protecting two individuals.
We're not. I'm not.
Well,
I'm naming names.
two people are
Collectively
being-
as a society.
Two people are being protected. Two people's identities.
I'll
are being
name
protected.
names. I
Anyway.
just don't know them.
Let's move on over to Hockey Canada because it's disgusting what's been going on. We mentioned it very quickly, not very quickly. We mentioned it last
We
episode.
spoke about it quite a bit.
This is what happened. The 2018
Of course
team.
you did. You were here.
Yeah. It happened in 2018 in the summer in June. There was like one of those fundraising golf tournaments, whatever.
Yeah, all right.
Situation, and 8 players
Yeah.
were involved in a gang rape. so the story goes that after the event that happened, they went to a bar. One of the players left with a lady, a girl that
Seemed more inebriated than was acceptable.
which there was consent. They met at the bar. Blah blah blah.
That's
They let
fine.
them in
I'm
a
cool
room.
with this. That's adults doing adult things.
Yeah, they did what they had to do, and then apparently she was really drunk, and that loser hockey player decided, smart.
Call
Let me
his
call
buddies.
my friends to come over. 7 other guys come in from the team. Gang rape the girl. She
I
was
was there. No, go on.
She was just destroyed. She was not.
It's a great one.
She had really no control of her
Yeah,
senses.
as soon as you lost me. As soon as you said after he was done, he called his friends. You already lost. I know
so what
where this is
happened
going.
now. The story is this. Apparently, Hockey Canada found out about this really
covered it
quickly. They did, quote unquote, their internal investigation, and they settled the case internally. They paid off the girl. I think it was like $2 million. Or
Oh
whatever.
fuck!
So she got money. The big issue now, when this story broke out, this is what, 4 years ago.
3.55 million. By the way.
3.5. Okay, I thought it was
Good
less.
for her.
Okay, it was 3.5 million. So when this broke out, automatically the federal minister of sports, she's like, "What the fuck are these public funds that were spent?"
Oh fuck! What's that public funds that were spent on the
We
rape?
don't know. So
We
there's
don't
going to
know
be an
yet.
internal audit now to find out if Hockey Canada used public funds to pay off
rapist victim.
to pay off the victim and to cover. These
Like, did our
people's identity,
taxes go to
because
hush money?
Mind you, there's a lot of these players in 2018 that play for Hockey Canada,
in NHL now.
that are now in the NHL. We don't know who they are. They're being protected. We don't know who they
Care
are.
price.
I don't think he was. No.
Fits his MO. I don't know if he was there, but yeah.
Does it fit? Is he known for rapping?
We can't talk about it, but yes.
No, it is. So the Hockey Canada came out last week and said none of the public funds were used for this. This was done internally. Blah blah blah. And
Their internal funds are public.
We have a friend who remember anyways, a girl, but she hasn't said it. Anyways, it's a whole thing. It's a whole to do.
Oh, so there's a thing.
Yeah, that's why I don't like
There's
him.
a whole to do. I like that. I've never heard you say that.
So there was an announcement that was made this week where it was like a horrible announcement. They came out and basically the idea was to show everyone that we did the responsible thing and we did an internal
No,
investigation.
the responsible thing was to put those guys in jail.
Number one,
Yeah, they
and
raped.
not hide their identity. And you know these guys are out free, fucking playing and making millions
I
of dollars.
feel like people as woke as they're getting don't understand what rape is and what it does to a human being.
Yeah.
Like it feels like everyone is so stuck on their phone. Like, yeah, virtue signaling. There's like, yeah, dude, you know how fucked up that is? That's the next level of rape and molesting. The next worst thing you could do is murder. That's the next worst thing you could do.
think murder's not as bad.
I would consider
Torture,
rape-
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I would
Torture,
consider
yeah.
rape, torture, all
In
that
the torture level.
worse than murder. 'Cause
Yeah,
murder,
because
you're
you have to
dead,
live
you're
with
dead,
it.
you're dead,
Yeah,
you're
you have to
done.
live with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're playing it off like it's like they have no human decency. Nothing.
I think
Nothing's
they
up here.
lack human.
They don't put themselves in the shoes.
They have no empathy.
Yeah, they don't put themselves in the shoes. Think about that. If that would happen to your whole life, bro, you're fucked in the head.
Fuck,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
So this story obviously isn't finished, right? I mean, the fact that these people are making. Are you okay there?
But Blue upset.
Yeah. They're making millions of dollars now playing in the NHL, and we don't know who they are.
How?
Eventually,
How?
eventually, it's going to come out. I don't know, but then again, can it come out? Because if you've settled it and everything is fine,
It's not going to come out. There's probably all kinds of hush.
Like legally, like there should be some stuff, you know?
Gag orders
No,
and
Kim,
shit.
there's no might. She's gonna need therapy for the rest of her life. It's not a question. That's not something you just like. Oh, I got raped. It's over. Like, it comes back at random times.
I think we
it's what's it called? It's like PTSD. You're
Yeah.
traumatized.
Yeah.
So maybe for 5 years,
You're okay?
nothing, and then something triggers in your head, and then you get back into that zone. It's fucked up stuff, bro. It's not. It's not to be taken lightly, so that these fucking people can get off, or their names hidden is the worst.
the way
That's
they
crazy. I like.
Like
Fucking
that's how you know we
leak
failed.
the names.
But they're calling the police on comics for jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
Saw that again.
He,
What happened
he
again?
sent it to me. Yeah.
What happened?
Did I send it to you?
No, what
No, I
happened?
saw
missed
it
that.
He sent it to
online.
me this morning
They
in the
called
Guardian.
the cops on some offensive joke. What was
Where,
his name?
here?
The comedian, a British
Joe
comedian.
Lecotte, Lassot, or some guy in the UK.
We don't know the joke because he didn't give his joke. 'cause
His
he's keeping
joke
it.
could be anything.
Yeah.
No,
I don't care.
I was just because George was gonna. I know George was gonna be. What was the joke?
It doesn't matter.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, he doesn't care. Yeah.
But it does have donkey dick in it, which
the
I
best
I
part is
respect.
that the cops called to check with him about the context. I would have been like, "Oh, the context of my joke at the comedy show. Oh, the context was it was a joke at a comedy show. You fucking imbeciles!" And hang up.
Next thing you know, whoop, whoop, whoop. Pantelis is getting purple.
How the fuck are we paying? How the fuck is taxpayer money going to
That
these
wasn't
fucking
here.
idiots?
It wasn't here, was it?
Taxpayer money pays for the police everywhere.
I know. I just mean
the
it's not our taxpayer.
the roster of that team that 8 players allegedly raped. I have it.
Oh, let's look at the roster and try to guess.
Which one of those guys from that Olympic team are in the NHL? I think there's like 8 or 9 of them.
I wouldn't know. You'd have to tell me.
Okay.
wait, these are people I don't know.
This is the first guy.
Go down.
You know, Max Lapierre was in that team.
Let me see. Right now, what he showed me. Poseidon, just go back. Stop clicking on everyone. Just there we go.
So
just
the first
scroll.
one is
Just
Leon
scroll.
Three.
Scroll. You're not gonna name one by one because you don't know them. You don't know hockey.
Yeah.
Just keep scrolling.
I don't know hockey at all.
Steele. Oh, Jordan Kiro. Robert Thomas. Keep going. Foot.
So that's the 20 players.
Yeah. Okay. None of them
Why do you point
are
at him?
exceptional.
He plays for the Canadians, Victor Mete.
None of them are exceptional.
Yeah, but I think they questioned him. He wasn't here when that thing happened, so
Okay.
he's clear.
But
A lot of people looking into it now.
Yeah, this is the 2017,
What's his name? Maxime Lapierre.
I don't see him on the list.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is the team of that year.
No, bro. This is the World Juniors.
Yeah, that's the team that raped.
No,
the juniors.
Team Canada.
Yeah, the
adult-
Canada World Junior team.
No,
Oh, I thought it was the Olympics
Not
you told me.
junior, The
I have the article right here, and it says the World Junior team and who went on to secure NHL contracts.
Oh yeah, you told me it was the Olympics. Oh, it was the
Yeah,
juniors.
it's the
Guys,
World Juniors.
sorry, I
yeah.
was trying to find it. Player participation was not mandatory in the Hockey Canada sexual assault investigation. So they did an investigation,
Yeah, that's the thing.
but people didn't have to participate in it.
Oh, I thought it wasn't mandatory for the rape. It's like player participation.
At first, that's what I
Yeah, I
thought.
was like,
it said.
what a dumb thing. Of course, it wasn't mandatory.
So I was going to get to that because
It was the national junior team. He's right. I just checked.
Why'd you tell me Olympics, bro? Why are you sullying the, good name
the Olympic
of the
junior
Olympics?
team.
Fake news.
It's not the Olympics.
I
This
didn't
is
say
the World
Olympic.
You did.
Juniors.
You've been saying Olympics for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
about that.
He's obsessed. He's obsessed.
Yeah, so in the press conference that they did, so they announced a bunch of information that we didn't question all of them and
Because it wasn't mandatory to be questioned. Like,
what
obviously,
what
if you
kind
did
of
the rap,
fucking investigation did you do?
it was a fucking Banana Republic
Like
investigation.
what the
That's
fuck
it
is
was.
this? This is horrible. This is fucking horrible. Anyway.
It blows my mind how young these guys are and that they were doing this shit. That more.
No, what are
than
you talking about?
Well, why does it blow your mind?
Yeah, they're 98. When were you
people-
born, Poseidon?
93.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Those are men's.
Yeah, they're around. Yeah, they're men's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man.
They're assholes, but they're men's.
So 8
Also,
of these
Price
guys.
wasn't in this team. All right.
All right.
So 8 of these guys.
This is fucked up.
Crazy, yeah?
Yeah.
I said this last week. You weren't here. So imagine your buddy picks up some beautiful girl at a bar. You see them leave together. You're like, good for my buddy. You know, like they left together, consent, whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
he calls you and he's like, bro,
This guy's in Calgary now.
I just killed it. And you're like, good for you, bro. How was it? It was great. You should.
I just need to.
Grab the-
Was the middle of his sentence bothering the beginning of yours? I just need to understand.
Cut him off. I realize. I'm sorry.
I don't even hear him anymore, so it's fine. Because he's insignificant.
Just random. No, he's in Calgary. Yeah. So yeah.
That's-
And your
Yeah.
buddy calls you and he's like, yo, grab the boys. Let's all have a fucking turn.
but-
Isn't your first question, did she ask you to do
No,
that?
never.
What are
You
saying?
know what's funny is it depends the circle because I don't have a circle like that. My circle, it's the opposite. It's bro, can you leave? It's like, bro, can you leave me alone, bro? Like, please stop being a cock block. And then
jokes they keep
if
on
it's
giving.
Poseidon, he's just floating around. That's what it is.
No, but like
we
if
don't
I-
have.
if someone called me and said, come, be like, no, dude, that's
We
weird.
don't have that in my circle. We don't have
Neither do I.
the double team thing. We don't have that in my circle.
We don't cross the streams.
No,
there's
we're
no
always
stream
like, bro,
crossing.
can you leave? You ever had that in your circle? We never had that. You had that in any of your circles?
No.
I never had that.
He had it in his circle jerks, but
No, I've never had. I don't have.
I said it was the same thing as all.
Yeah, in my circle, it's always leave me alone. Like it's my thing.
100%.
Disgusting. In other news, I just want to go to Europe quick.
Why would I want a bunch of naked dudes around me?
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, it depends what you're into.
I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why would I want? I'm not into that.
Exactly, yeah.
So this week, I think it was on Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember.
Just to fuck with it. I saw you playing with it before.
Oh yeah, Blankers makes a great point.
Blankers.
They canceled Don Cherry for being like, yo, we're a fucking poppy, bro. If you come to this fucking country, like, we're a poppy, support the troops. They canceled them for that. These guys are raping, and they're like, it happens.
Because we don't know who they are. They're protecting
So,
their identity.
but why protect them? Don Cherry got fired for nothing.
But that's the whole issue. Why are you protecting them? Because I'm sure that if their names would come out, dude, those teams are immediately
Yeah, of course.
getting rid of them.
That should happen.
Didn't that happen? If we talked about it once about a player who did do something super sketch.
No.
The Canadians junior team.
No,
the field team a few years ago.
No. There was a kid who had posted, and he was like 16, 15. So here's nothing.
Yes.
15, 16 years old. They ruined his life because he had sent photos. I think he was of.
Oh, that's the Canadians, the
chick.
one they drafted.
Yeah. So that kid did less bad than these guys. These guys raped someone.
Yeah.
And that kid's life was completely ruined,
Yeah.
right? And these guys are being anonymous.
Where's
and
the
they're being
balance?
protected. Everything is an imbalance. It's literally how lucky you are. It's all bullshit. This is all bullshit. It's all nonsense. That's why I don't give a shit anymore about the media. Just do what's right.
Anyway, this week the European Commission, which basically is comprised of all the foreign affairs ministers of all the EU countries, met, and they almost unanimously, from the article that I'm reading, it's pretty much unanimous consent to Ukraine and Moldova having a fast track into the EU, to becoming EU members. Of course, that doesn't
Why is
mean-
Moldova attaching themselves?
because the three
Not even
countries,
a real place.
They have borders with Russia.
There were three countries that tabled their interest. It was Moldova, Ukraine, and Georgia. So
Why do
for-
you want to go to the EU? It's bad. It's not good. We're in it. I'm telling you. They
not
take
great.
advantage of you. Unelected officials tell you what to do. It's not
The
good.
northern countries come over with consent and they invite their buddies.
Yeah, it's
bad.
not. It's really that's what
You don't
happens.
want
It's not good. Trust me.
Anyway,
It's like the Orient Express up in this
so
bitch.
for Georgia, for Georgia, they decided, look, you still have a long road
To get closer to Europe, you're nowhere near Europe. You shouldn't be in the EU, Georgia.
yeah.
Suck a dick.
Yeah.
So, but for Ukraine and Moldova, they want to fast track it. That doesn't mean that they're going to come in automatically. They're not going to get instant membership, but they're going to start the negotiations and all that stuff. So all that's going to happen. And then, so that came out this week because next week, the heads of state of the EU member states are meeting to actually decide if whether or not they should go forward with this. Chances are that if the European Commission decided that let's go forward, I think that the heads of states are probably going to follow the same thing because
they're public.
chances are that if I'm the head of state and I'm sending my foreign affairs minister to represent me and I tell him, look, this is our position, it probably represents my position as well.
Speaking of opposition, didn't the Ukraine ban opposition parties
Yeah, he did actually. He seized
While
their
at
funds.
war or in general?
right now?
No, he seized. So the opposition party that was coming up against him, he took controls and seized their funds. They have no more money. He basically.
Oh,
disbanded
nice.
them.
The opposition.
Yeah, the opposition.
Oh, nice. So, okay.
I was reading about
How
that.
is that not front page news?
Well, it's not front page news because we can't say that we're supporting something that's the opposite of democracy.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make any sense in this conflict.
Yeah, but look, I'm just going to play devil's advocate over here. Okay,
Of course you will.
You're in a situation where your country is at war.
Yep.
All right. So isn't there like for example Trudeau the War Measures Act,
Yeah.
which was useless in this situation.
Stop.
Stop. You're digging a hole, but keep going.
All right.
Hold on a
fine,
second,
thanks.
dude. You have Canada that has you have Canada that has a War Measures Act where in a
But Canada
situation-
had a real war. They were at war with truckers protesting.
Yes, but I'm saying the last time it was used for the Second World War, I think, or
just so
the
you
First
know,
World War.
Just so you know, I asked you to stop for your own good, but continue.
No.
No, he let him get his
putting
point
it in
out.
context. Okay, where
Protecting him from you.
the same way that we have something like that where it kind of gives certain powers to the government to take the country in a certain course to protect itself or to engage in warfare or whatever.
Yeah.
Do they have the equivalent in the Ukraine?
What do you mean?
Where
Of what?
of the War Measures Act?
Even
that
the
we have
War
over
Measures
here?
Act in Canada does not allow you to seize the funds of your opposition. It
Dilute,
can make
yeah.
you say no elections
Yeah.
until the war
Yeah,
is
but do you
over.
realize how crazy this is to be like, no, we don't care about any. The opposition can't say anything. You don't have. There's no debate here. It's I decide. But now you're no longer a democracy.
I understand the point you're trying
I'm
to
not
make.
debating that. I'm wondering if they have
Maybe they
have
do,
some
but
sort of equivalent over there. where
Maybe
would
they
give
do,
the
but even
government
ours,
certain
when
powers.
we did it, when Trudeau did it, it's completely undemocratic and unfounded. That's why when he went to speak to the European Union, they were ripping into him. They go, "You have
Remember
no
that?
business
It was
speaking
the
to us."
extreme parties, and you would expect
What extreme
him to
party? Hold on.
fucking
So
boot them.
you do you agree with that? What he
I
did?
don't agree with it, but
so then it's not the extreme parties because me and you were not extreme. We believe that it was wrong.
All I'm
It just
saying
means
is
it
that
was the parties
people
that weren't in power, which is the people I want to listen to most
No,
of the
they
time.
were all represented because they were at the European Union. It wasn't.
but
He went to
You
talk
get
to the
from every
European
party.
Parliament. The people that were booing him were the representatives of the parties that are extremist in Europe that happened to win seats.
Everybody,
like back in the day, remember when Golden Dawn won
yeah, yeah.
like 5 seats in the
But here's the
European
thing:
Parliament?
everyone, but not everyone who speaks ill about Trudeau and what he did is an extremist. Because the way you're framing it is that the people who spoke out against him were extremists. They weren't all extremists.
That's how the
and
media framed
fact that you're supporting the media in framing anyone opposed to him as an extremist extremist. That's why Bill C-11 can't exist. That's why this is scary. This is this is Mussolini fascist. This is Mussolini fascist shit.
The people that
you don't
people
agree
that
with me?
booed
You're an
him-
extremist. We can't do that, bro.
No. The people that booed him were members of extremist parties.
But that's besides the point.
define
I know that's beside the
extremist.
point.
They were individual. The only
Yeah.
truth that matters here is there were individuals in the European Parliament
Yeah.
who, when our head of state arrived, they're like,
yeah, they-
"Shut the fuck up!"
they
You're gonna
voted.
tell
You
us about
just
freedom?
you're gonna tell us about democracy. You don't let your people have
yeah,
that.
But I'm not even focusing on that because look, these people represent ideologies that obviously I can't adhere to.
A broken clock can still be right twice a day.
What
true.
What I'm focusing on is the fact that maybe 65% of the parliament was emptied. That for me was something that
Yeah,
wasn't
where were
mentioned
they?
over here.
Because
that's the thing.
everything's rolling out just like they
What was
want
it
to be
mentioned?
rolling out.
That he spoke to pretty much an empty parliament.
Yeah. Here they framed it way. They made it seem like he was viewed as a hero, and no one wanted to even watch him.
No, I never-
They were
I didn't-
disgusted
well, I don't
by
know what kind of
him.
rules-
No, that's what the CTV was saying in Global.
Oh,
they were
no.
showing one angle. They were saying how they put fake applause. Do you remember this? And then when you go to the real one, they were like, "Get the fuck
I
out of
didn't
here!"
read that anyway. I read
But
that
that
he
is-
was
but-
booed. I read that he was booed. So when I looked into it,
He was booed.
Yeah. So I thought, oh my god, the European Parliament booed him. Fuck. So when I looked into that and I saw who booed him, I'm like, oh, these are extremely. You would expect him to boo him. Number one, but secondly. When I kept reading into that and I saw pictures, I'm like, this fucking parliament is empty. I'm like, how come they're not focused on that? That the majority of
Some research.
the majority of the parliament is absent.
Please
And why
don't.
were they absent? You know what I mean? So that for me was more serious than the other people that booed him. I would expect him to fucking boo him. So that for
Yeah.
me wasn't news.
Nothing really makes sense anymore. The fact that Trudeau is still prime minister and people are singing his praises
It's crazy.
is wild. Is
But it's the same thing like the Biden, bro.
I was with.
I
I know
just
the
have to-
parties that booed him.
I have to say one thing before you go about people. The Biden thing is the funniest thing. He's tanked.
Bicycle?
He's tanked. No, bicycle is funny, but he's tanked that economy. He's tanked that economy. He's yesterday was what did he say, bro? Because he was saying because he fucked up the economy and he's talking about he goes gas prices are too high or whatever, and then people are like, dude, we can't get around. So their official statement a few days ago was we don't control gas prices. We can't do anything about it, right? Okay, this is the thing. Then yesterday they came out and go, yeah, we're gonna try to put some new policies because Biden wants to help and we want to alleviate the stress of gas prices. And then one of the journalists asks, didn't you say you don't control gas prices? Bro, the face, that face of oh fuck.
You caught
That guy asked a real question. Bro, it's the funniest fucking thing. I was like, didn't you just say, like, why are you lying all the Why do you lie?
I feel bad for him. I don't think he understands.
No, it's not
what
his
he
fault.
is.
It's he doesn't know where the fuck he
Yeah.
is. It's his whole entourage.
entourage.
But it's like, why do you guys keep lying?
You saw the bike thing, right? I mean, I feel poor guy.
Whatever. He's falling. Dude,
making fun of the guy.
He falls upstairs. He's gonna fall off a bike, bro.
Hey, I've fallen upstairs. It's scary.
Yeah, he falls upstairs all the time.
Goodness.
The thing with Biden, though, is the people who still sing his praises, I know they're dumb. Like, that's not the issue.
It's fanatics. It's not dumb.
It's not even that. But because of the two-party system in the U.S. and how it's this weird loyalty to your party
It
thing.
should be the third party, the libertarians,
But it's
baby.
interesting what you're saying because I've noticed that ever since
Ron
he was
Paul.
elected, a couple months, obviously he's going to get the support because you have all the partisans, right? It's like because it's a two-party system. I'm seeing a lot of people just being strangely quiet from the liberal ranks in the U.S. because they probably realize like
From the Democratic
from the
Party.
Democratic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, shit, let's just shut
Well,
the fuck
look,
up.
he's
for
the
the
best
next
we
couple of
had.
years.
He's the best we had at the
Let's
time.
shut up for the next
I don't
couple of
think he
years.
was.
I was reading the what's his name?
Buttigieg.
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 Buttigieg is going to run on the next ticket. Like, that's what they're talking about.
Oh, that's vomit-inducing.
He seems like a clown. Like
He
an
is.
asshat clown.
He is, but
I just assumed that Kamala would run in the next election.
bro, nobody likes Kamala
That's
Harris,
not the point. I just assumed that's what they were going to do.
but they want to win.
You think Americans are ready to have a homosexual and openly gay person?
Nobody
as
gives a shit
president?
about that anymore. You
Nobody
just
cares.
brought.
I don't know
It's
about
just
that,
like
man.
kind of you said the same thing about here, but a leader of the PQ, like you said, was a gay guy 20 years ago. Like nobody gives a
Quebec
shit.
society has
It's
been
different,
very open.
bro. It's
though. The
different.
US
No,
We spoke
people-
about that later earlier. I mean,
The people
Nobody-
who would have an issue with a gay president are not the people voting for
Anyway.
the Democratic
but,
Party.
No, but
Yeah.
there were people that had an issue with a woman running for president. You don't think that they would have an issue with
but
with homosexual?
this is
I don't think
this
that's
is,
true,
you're such
George. I
you're
think-
such a CTV News Global News shill. People, because we keep saying people are having problems. Those people weren't going to vote for her anyway. If you just give a shit if there's a woman. You're not going to go vote. These aren't the people that are voting. No, but the people that are voting is because they think either the person aligns with their values or the party, whatever they're putting up front. No one's going to be like, there's an openly gay guy. He's going to lower taxes. Everything's going to be happy. He's like, I'm not voting for him. He's going to lower my tax. I need higher taxes because he's gay. No one thinks like that. The 8 people that do aren't going to make a difference. But these are all talking points from The View.
It seems like there's these weird fringe elements in society, but it's not.
They are, but they don't make.
They exist.
They don't tip the scales. The middle tips the scales. It's us. It's general people that tip the scales. We could get convinced one way or another.
I will say this to play devil's advocate for George here.
People voted for Trudeau. People voted for Trudeau. Twice. What is it? 2-3 times?
That's your best joke ever.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't mind. We don't mind. We don't mind. Dude, he did. And when we didn't know, it's different. But then he even did a bad job. And we still voted for him.
Oh, all this time we're not.
We still voted for him. So we don't give a shit.
No, it's a double bid. It was well played. It was well played. Like it's the same thing. Like look.
And also another thing I don't want to know, unless I know, because let's say you're married to a woman, or if like you have a bard and you're faking it, and she's banging, and she's going to the UK to bang celebrities.
Cool would that be? We have that once.
We have that now. But let's say you have a bard. I don't mind. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. But. Or if like you're 2 dudes or 2 women, I don't care about that at all. But I should know in the sense that it shouldn't matter. I can't vote based on who you're banging. It's none of my fucking business.
Yeah,
that's your business.
I would have liked to have seen a White House run by the first man, and that first man being Bill Clinton. That would have been the best fucking White House.
Wasn't Trudeau's father
so much fun?
Wasn't Trudeau's father single when he was
at one point? That's right.
Yeah, bro. Let the dude bang.
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, good for him.
Onassis his wife. Wasn't there like an affair there?
No, he didn't bang Jackie O, bro. God damn.
No. I gotta check that.
That's not even close to being a rumor. Yeah. So I don't care. Bang, love, don't love, whatever you want. It's none of my business. Just like the government has no business going to people's bedrooms. It's no one's business. So I don't care about that. And I don't think anybody really who matters, who's going to vote, gives a shit.
Who was?
Give me a competent person to vote for.
I was watching this old clip of. What's it called? The Strombo show that they had on CBC there. I
don't remember what it was called.
The Hour. The Hour. It was called The Hour.
I don't remember what it was called, but I like Strombo.
It was a great show. I loved it.
Yeah, he's a good interviewer.
And
Kim Cattrall.
He banged
He was banging Kim Cattrall.
Bravo too.
Anyway, she must have been a little girl, man. Back then. Like, what the hell?
Jesus.
Hey, whoa. Different times, bro.
Kim Cattrall is like in her 50s now, like late 50s now. Like when Trudeau's father was a president like 30 years ago.
This is a really long list of sexual exploits.
It was a player. Anyway.
Bianca Jagger? Isn't that Mick Jagger's sister?
It's his daughter.
They swapped. They swapped. He gave Mick Jagger
remember
his
that?
wife.
Yeah.
You remember that?
She came out publicly and said
she was saying that, yeah.
She was partying with Jagger.
There's a prime minister I can get behind. He's having a good time.
No, but Strombo was interviewing. This is an old clip. I can't remember who it was. And he was saying that, yeah, man, back in the day, we were hanging out with Trudeau. And we smoked so much of his weed. And Strombo was like, what do you mean?
Justin or Pierre?
No, Pierre.
Okay.
He goes, what do you mean, the Canadian Prime Minister's weed? He goes, yeah, man, this guy had a huge stash. And he goes, wait, did he smoke? He goes, I remember him smoking, but we smoked his shit. It was so funny.
I wonder who he was talking to.
I can't remember, man. It was like this old clip of the show that they
the point is, nobody cares, George.
No, yeah.
Not about this. I mean, gay, straight, the people that are going to vocalize don't matter. They don't know what they're doing anyway. The people who are going to vocalize are people who watch The View.
How bad is that show, and why is it still on TV?
It's bad because there's a lot of dumb people, bro. There's a lot of dumb people.
Like, does that still have ratings, that show?
It depends. Like, they have these housewives that sit there in the day and are just brain dead.
They just have
they
the
just
TV
regurgitate
running.
and they regurgitate the View talking points, which are known false. You could Google them, and they'll still regurgitate them. They'll go to parties and say them.
What was Whoopi Goldberg that stupidity she said about Jews?
Yeah, Jews. World War II.
Is she still on it? They're keeping her.
Of course. Yeah.
Didn't they kick her out?
No. They just suspended her for like a week.
And they brought her back?
Of course, it was just a suspension. And then she
I remember Gad Saad commenting on something that she had said about the Jews.
Yeah. A lot of people do that. They randomly go out and go World War II. That myth again.
Are you serious?
By the way, guys, did you guys see the ring? You remember we spoke about a huge, beautiful sculpture downtown Montreal, the big ring?
Beautiful
my wife sent me a
sculpture.
picture.
It's up.
She was there.
I
She
hope
works
you meant
right
that
there.
sarcastically, George.
And I have to say,
of course.
it is the
Thank you.
wildest thing I've ever seen because even the people in the picture, and this is not a government picture, Anna took this photo with her phone, they look like stock people from when they do renderings. I have
very
to
bad.
show you.
It's very bad.
The whole thing looks like a bubble.
embarrassed.
It's embarrassing.
It's huge.
If
though.
you
It
travel
goes from wall
downtown to
wall.
go see a ring,
Obviously, Georgia would
Don't
fall
live
if it
here.
wasn't
Go
wall to
home.
wall.
No, I know. I'm just to give the people the.
Somebody needs to supercut that into a Stargate. That's
it is
the
gonna
only.
be.
It has to.
But it's like we got something for you. It's just a big circle. Go fuck
I
yourself.
don't get it. I don't get it.
Existentially, it makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately,
When they were announcing it, I think they had an architect there. I don't know if he was in charge of the ring or if it
those
was
two
just
buildings are gonna fall. By the way, they're just gonna go bloop. Watch,
Baloop, my
Why?
friend.
because everything was built by Montreal. Fucking
No, the buildings are fine.
No,
it's
man.
not. Yeah, the buildings are gonna fall.
Marie
It's just
collapsed.
so.
Crazy.
It's just so.
Don't these guys
stupid.
look like stock people
those two
from
do
those
look?
renderings?
Yeah, because you can't see
me
their
see.
face.
They're in like blue fucking suit. Yeah, we have a big ring.
Yeah, so there's a
We liked it, so we put a ring on it. That's what the city said.
Yeah,
I didn't. I realized because they had announced it. I realized I drove right in front of it that day,
It
and
happened really fast,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
really.
another thing that impressed
well,
me.
how much time will it take to fucking put a steel circle, dude?
Where'd
Like,
they find it?
It was
I've seen them take 2 years to fill a pothole. You
Yeah.
telling me a fucking steel
That's what
circle
I'm saying.
that
Where'd they find this? It looks like it was ready, and they're like, "What do we do with this giant thing? You want to put it downtown?"
big? Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably part of some other structure. They're like, if we just painted silver,
Painted.
maybe.
If we just painted.
Oh, by the way, I saw Top Gun last night.
Yeah?
Have you seen it?
Oh.
Gun Top? No, I haven't seen Gun Top.
I heard it was amazing.
Holy shit, that movie kicks ass.
That's what everybody tells me.
Oh my
Now I'm
God.
caught.
I wanna see it. I
I
wanna
want to
see
go
it.
to the cinema tomorrow night.
I want it.
cinema?
I want it.
Yeah, I would like to, but I don't know. Is it Top Gun or am I going to see the black phone?
You see Top Gun in the
Black
theater.
phone. What the fuck is a black phone?
Ethan, anyways.
Yeah, of course you wouldn't know what the black phone is. I'm sorry, the African American phone.
The POC.
It looks like an actual good horror movie with Ethan Hawke.
Oh.
You heard about him? He's
love
married to
Ethan
Uma Thurman.
Are they still married though?
Continuation
No, they're not.
of,
They're still married.
No,
I think they are
Why
divorced.
break my heart?
Sorry, buddy.
But their daughter is still out in the world doing stuff, and
She
she's
looks
cool.
like Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke.
And
It's
Ethan Hawke,
amazing.
yeah, it's weird.
yeah, we had that
Do
conversation.
you need to? Do we need? Because I remember yesterday you saying we had to wrap early.
Yeah,
for
well,
something
rapping like a
else.
deuce.
yeah, he's gonna be late. So
Oh,
Oh well, that worked out.
So I was one, and I think I remember it because I want to talk to you about it. Because dude,
Yeah.
there's some sequences in there. I have no fucking clue how they like. It's so
They're
impressive.
actual sequences. They flew the airplanes.
No, yeah, but the things they do, it's fucked up. I don't know how they film that shit.
Tom
And-
Cruise flies on the airplane, and he's actually
I
flying
heard,
the airplane.
but I heard that the U.S. Navy didn't allow him to fly the F-18s. So the sequences where you see F-18s flying, I don't think it's him actually.
No, but the
flying
cockpit
those.
scenes is him flying like an F-14. Like a
Yeah,
Tomcat
like
or
something.
yeah.
But it's crazy, man. Oh my!
all I
goodness.
hear
And
is-
it's real, right? Like you see their faces getting deformed.
all
from
I
the
heard
G-force.
was that it was an actual amazing movie.
it's
I was
incredible.
watching an interview
fuck,
with
now I
Miles
want to
Teller.
watch it.
Well, you could have. Wait,
Why did
tomorrow
you
you back?
shout?
No. I'm
just
gone
shouted.
all day.
Yeah, great movie. So for everyone watching, if you haven't seen it, fuck, I loved it. I mean, how did like you know? Here's
Yeah, I
the thing
might
about Tom
watch
Cruise,
Top Gun.
man. He's such a weird individual with all the Scientology thing and all that
Yeah,
crap.
I'll
that-
take my wife to watch. I heard there's dudes with mustaches and
She likes that
abs.
shit.
and crazy.
Well, she's a
bodies.
woman,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming.
I don't know if she likes the mustaches.
Mustaches maybe
It
not,
actually, yeah, it
but
goes on the guy. It
chicks are
suits
gonna
him.
like abs.
It suits him. It
Yeah.
suits him.
Yeah?
But I mean, despite all that crap that we hear about Tom Cruise, how do you fucking hate this guy, man? This guy
he
knows
seems
how
like a
to.
lot of
Oh, I can give you a list of how you can hate him. It's very easy.
he
If
makes-
you don't like short people, you can hate him. If you don't like Scientologists,
there's a
you
preview
can
of
hate
another-
him.
and there's
If
a
you don't
preview
like
of
people who
another Mission
psychologically
Impossible.
abused their wives,
Yeah, I
you can
saw
hate
it.
him.
which looks amazing too.
He is right about one thing, though, Cruz. The over medication of children in the American society. He's 100% right about that.
He is. He's
Yeah.
not wrong.
That's something that we're only seeing now, but no one says it on The View because they're a bunch of cunts. A lot of the problems that
In
they
any case,
face
the man knows
is-
how
are
to
mental.
fucking make good movies. That's like entertaining
yeah.
and really quality movies. Like so good, so good. Anyway, I hadn't been in a movie by myself in God knows I can.
went to the movies alone?
by myself. I went like at 9:40 at night, sat by myself.
You stayed awake the whole movie?
Yeah, I
can't go to a movie that late. I'll be
took the
asleep by
VIP
10:30.
thing at Cineplex by myself on a fucking nice couch.
Good for you.
What do you mean, bro? Go to the. You live in Brossard.
Yeah.
You dumb bitch. You can be going to the VIP cinema.
That's what
you
I just
could be
said.
sitting VIP.
That's where you went.
That's what I did.
Okay. That's not. Is that what you heard? I heard the
That's
opposite.
exactly what he
I
said.
went to the VIP and I sat on the couch. I just said
Oh,
that.
I misunderstood. You heard what I heard, eh? I heard that you'd rather sit on your couch. That's what I heard.
No, man, no.
And I was
No.
like, you dumb bitch. It's right next to you. I've gone to the VIP cinema and it's far from me.
I've never been.
Honestly, one of the best
Can you
experiences.
speak to him, please?
You
I haven't,
honestly,
look,
I
guys,
think
I've
the
only
best-
been to the movies.
Is that the only one that has
I
it?
think
I don't know any other one.
I think we
has
should put in a
something like
petition for this. I think every movie theater should be like that and
amazing.
raise the
You can
price. I don't
order,
care.
you have
I think-
waiters.
What is
How
it?
about,
It's $18.
And it's not.
You can't
it's
raise
not
the
that
price, bro.
pricey.
You need kids. Like, you can't have
Yeah,
that for
you're
everyone.
right,
You need
you're right,
regular
you're right.
theaters too. But that,
But what about
to me, is the
at,
shit.
what's
But
the
it-
Forum Theater called? Not the
AMC?
AMC anymore.
No, I'm telling you.
That has VIP too, no?
No, VIP is its own thing. It's the best. It's the best.
How much was it,
Incredible,
George?
dude. I think it was $18-19, something like that.
Yeah, bro. I wish we had one on the island.
Bro!
Because you order food, they
Yeah,
bring
you
it
can
to
order
you.
We
bro,
can't
it's
have it on the island.
Why?
I was just wondering, can you order
Bro,
halfway
we're
in
a
the movie?
trash city, bro.
Okay, Laval.
What is the theater called at the AMC now? It's not the AMC.
Where?
At the old Forum. The theater downstairs. What is the name of that theater?
It's AMC.
It's
no?
AMC.
No, it's not anymore. It's something else. Fuck. Okay, I'll find it.
Let's
What is
see.
it,
Oh,
man?
they changed it.
I'll find it.
Maybe Scotia bought it.
But can you order?
It's a Cineplex, another Cineplex.
Can you order in the middle
Cinema
of
Cineplex Forum and VIP. They have a VIP there.
No.
Yes, in downtown, there's the bar, there's the couches. It's
Don't
there.
lie, bro. If I waste my time and I go down there, I'm not gonna go down there. But if I do,
I mean, it's easier than going to Brossard.
the parking situation.
There's
Though.
an underground parking lot. At the
I know that's
Oh
the
my
I go to
God.
the nest,
yeah.
but that's but the
Discovery.
problem with that parking lot is my car keeps getting hit there.
The Discovery.
People are retards.
It's a
used to go to
VIP
the net.
cinema now.
Is it the whole thing?
The Forum Cinema is a VIP cinema, yeah.
The whole cinema.
It's a
I don't believe
cinema,
that.
Cineplex Forum, a VIP, so it's both.
All he read was the title that I read, and somehow he has
What
different-
movies are being shown in the VIP right now?
Oh my God, there's pictures with leather seats. Yeah, it's a VIP, yeah.
Pictures with leather seats.
Such a retard.
What movies playing in VIP right now down there?
Let's see. Let's go on their website.
Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh, fuck that movie, bro. Bro, there's a scene I saw in the trailer.
Don't spoil it.
Okay, it's in the trailer. I'm not
I love
spoiling
trailers.
anything.
Don't spoil the trailer.
Wait, for what?
There were dinosaurs in I
don't know what that is.
In
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, stop talking.
There were dinosaurs
Stop talking.
in
bro.
snow.
You're just describing a
Dinosaurs can be
trailer.
in snow.
Huh?
Dinosaurs can be in
Why
snow.
wouldn't
No,
they be
they
in snow?
can't.
They're not lizards.
Yeah, they are.
They're theropods. They're not actually lizards,
No, but the whole thing about them is that they can't survive in cold temperatures.
but they can.
Who said that?
What do you mean?
That?
What about a woolly mammoth?
Mammoth's not
That's-
dinosaur.
yeah.
Dinosaurs, although they're called soars, it's just a misnomer. They're not actually lizards.
Yeah, but they're mostly birds.
They're theropods. They're not cold-blooded. They're warm-blooded.
Cold blooded.
Check it and see.
But they're all like crocodiles.
No, they're not. Those
What
are
are you talking about?
crocodilians. That's something
They
else.
even have feathers. Did you know that?
The silence is deafening right now.
Did you know that, bitch?
Like if you look at a turkey.
Let me ask you a fucking question. You're gonna come up in here. You're gonna start talking shit about all the dinosaurs without knowing. Look, Poseidon. I have my fucking limits, bro.
Yeah.
This is the line.
I'm not even.
You fucking crossed it. You crossed that fucking dinosaur colored line one more fucking time, bro. You're gonna get the Raptors up in this bitch, and they're gonna gang rape you. And I'm talking about the Toronto Raptors.
Yo, so the VIP cinema
Yeah,
has Top Gun Maverick at the
it's perfect.
Oh boy.
It's perfect, boys.
It has 9:20 p.m. So late.
Or you could do a set upstairs if you
Tonight I
want.
can't. I'm gonna go watch the hockey game, but tomorrow.
No, but tomorrow, yeah, the forum. So the forum has it.
I miss going to the movies.
I hadn't gone by myself in a very long time, and I loved it. I enjoyed
the
it.
best.
I didn't even feel selfish about it.
Why would you feel selfish?
He abandoned his kids.
Yeah.
You're in a
But
bad
it was a night before. They were already sleeping.
Yeah, they're in a big house. They're safe. What are you talking? It's best for them. What are they gonna go watch shirtless dudes parade around?
I took Leia to see Clifford, and halfway through, she asked me if we could pause it so she could go pee. I'm like, oh man, society broke. And she's like, "Can we leave? It's boring." I'm like,
What's this?
"Absolutely, Clifford, the big red dog."
It's not good.
My daughters didn't like it either.
The first two acts are boring. The last act is fun, but like
By the time you get there, everyone's
she's
asleep.
like, "I want to leave. Let's go play at the arcade." I'm like, "All
I don't
right."
respect kids. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
kids need action and stuff.
Stimulation.
So Lightyear flopped.
It didn't do well. 20 million, and when they were projecting 70 million.
Yeah, I heard the Chinese
It's Chris
were
Evans,
against
no?
it too.
It's Chris Evans. Yeah, but it should have been Tim Allen.
Yeah.
But he supported Trump, so Disney flopped him.
Is that what they did?
It's not
Disney's
official,
dumb.
not official, but that's basically what happened.
Disney's dumb. First of all, number one, number two. I heard Lightyear. There was controversy because they made Buzz Lightyear gay or something.
No, there's a lesbian kiss scene. Apparently, it's like a big moment in the
so
movie.
I'm not
but I don't
crazy.
know.
I thought they had made like the way they wrote it. It sounded like they made Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, I
gay.
heard the Chinese were like, "No Buzz Lightyear, no gay," because
Yeah.
they didn't want to show it.
No, but there's one scene where two girls kiss.
Yeah, big deal.
Okay, look, I don't
Haven't
think
they said that for
I don't think that belongs in a
Frozen
kids
2?
movie,
And
but
I didn't see that anywhere in the movie.
There's a lot of Frozen has a lot of lesbian undertones for Elsa's character, Because she's basically a spinster aunt, right? Like she's older, she's unmarried, living in the woods.
You
being a
saw
hippie.
Lightyear?
No, I'm talking about Frozen now.
Okay.
Because you asked. But I just read as we were talking.
never watched Frozen?
They just announced Frozen.
Bro,
3
I
is
haven't
coming
seen-
out.
I've seen like
Frozen,
50,000 times, dude.
Bro,
What are you talking
Frozen
about?
plays on repeat. Not anymore, but it used to. Moana was rough. Like I couldn't anymore.
Yeah,
Moana or Yoan?
But I like Moana.
Moana, it was too much. It was always on.
I
in
like
the house.
Moana. Now
I
it's
liked it too.
Encanto now. And
Encanto's alright, but for you guys, that's amazing. That's
But wait,
like learning
I'm
about
just
your
curious
history.
about the whole Buzz
culture.
Lightyear thing. It shows that you don't get, because now everyone's hiring based on your ethnicity or your gender, all that stuff. When there used to be quality writers, all these Pixar films, they were good for adults because they were clever. They were smart
Yeah.
enough that the kids will laugh and the adults will get.
But the kids
now,
didn't get the end
like,
of it.
we need adults. What are you going to do? Bro, let's get some broads kissing each other. Like, it's like Poseidon wrote this movie.
No, but
So it's not Buzz Lightyear.
No.
Oh, I like
Not
that there's
Buzz
two. I like that there's two astronauts like that. This is
There's more than two. It's a team.
yeah.
You see, it makes me want to watch it.
I don't care that there's a lesbian kiss
basically
at all.
one of
Like,
the-
Bro, I see lesbians kissing all the time. I
Yeah.
was doing a comedy show last week. 2 girls after the show were sitting in front of me talking, and they just started making out.
Nice.
Part of my life.
Nice. Poseidon's like, bro, I'm gonna watch it because of the lesbian.
Yeah, that's what I'm
kissing.
saying.
And check this shit out, bro. It's interracial. That's like my Pornhub history.
But I don't know why they have to get political. Like in kids' movies, they shouldn't show Buzz Lightyear kissing, bang. Like just let the kids be kids. I don't know why they have to turn everything like this. Like I remember back in the Toy Story and stuff, they would never show the parents kiss
You can
or
see the parents'
bang.
faces.
You didn't even see their
It's true.
faces.
Even the Incredibles. The
Yeah,
Incredibles, they never. Yeah.
And the Incredibles, bro, ass.
Yeah,
But
That's
they-
a
there you
different
go.
problem.
It's an incredible ass. But I'm just saying they wouldn't do that now. Why is
Well, I
everyone
mean, they were a
obsessed?
family unit in The
But why
Incredibles.
is
There was a
everyone-
man and a woman who were a family
but you
unit.
don't see them do stuff. That's what
You
I'm
see
saying.
them kiss in The Incredibles?
I don't know about the
parents?
Incredibles, but I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, they start making out. They shouldn't do that.
No, they didn't make out. She made it home. I can tell from the scene.
Yeah.
She made it home.
Oh, no, I
Buzz
didn't watch
Lightyear
that.
saved her, so she kissed her fucking wife.
I didn't watch. Did you watch the movie?
No, but I
So
can
I don't know.
tell.
I'm not going to comment on how the kiss was. All I'm saying is, why are we even trying to put that in kids' movies? I don't want men, women kissing in what. Like, just let the kids
have
have
no
fun
issue
in the
with
movie.
either of it.
I have issues. I don't care.
If it
I'm not going to
serves
stop watching
the
it.
stories.
But it doesn't.
That's different.
It doesn't because they're children's stories.
Yeah, they need to
They're
stop.
children's
I read
stories.
the post-millennial article, and I was like, all right.
There's articles about this.
They wrote about it. It's just like, I used to really enjoy their articles, but they've become just as clickbaity as
Bro,
the people they
kids'
hate.
movies have owls that speak and wear armor.
That's amazing.
But it is.
Are they
Well, I
gay,
don't
though?
want to
But are they
see.
gay?
But I don't want to see fucking owl. Like if you bring a kid to an owl movie, he's gonna be like, bro, let him question why are owls
What movie is
talking?
the owl?
That's a real
Oh,
question.
Oh, the Guardians, what is it called?
Yeah, I saw because I brought my
Flight of the
nephews once
Guardians.
to watch another movie, and one of the commercials was animals talking and armor and stuff. And then I made a joke at the end of the trailer, and everyone in the theater laughed, all the adults. And
What was the joke?
The animals were talking. They were wearing armor. They did this whole, bro. It was clearly unrealistic, right?
Sure.
And they did something at the end, and then that's where I drew the line. So as soon as they went quiet, I was like. Like a bird can't hold a sword, like something like that, and everyone started. They got the like because I was just joking,
That's your
and
dinosaur
everyone
colored
started.
line,
That's
yeah?
why I drew the line,
Yeah.
and everyone started laughing. It was a good time.
You're a
But
strange man.
I am. But what I'm saying is, let kids enjoy their films. Don't try to put your own shit in there, and then no one's gonna talk. How can people talk shit if you don't put your own political stuff in there? Don't put. I don't know why we have to show kids anything. I don't. Even men, women kissing. Like, just let them have fun.
I always had issue with.
They're watching a movie about a big red dog. Why do you have to have 2 dudes banging each other? You don't have to have that shit. Just let them do they're kids. You fucking weirdos. They're kids.
But I mean, no one would have ever said that about a
And people are-
heterosexual relationship ever.
People
It
are
would have just
shitting on
been like,
Chris
okay,
Evans
but
now.
I agree with you. Even
Like
then, I
Dennis
was
the
like,
Menace's parents never kissed.
Yeah. Shrek and Fiona kissed.
Yeah, but that was the
But they
whole
were
part of
both
the story.
goblins.
That was a
Yeah.
marriage
The
scene
kids.
too.
No,
That
no,
wasn't
that was the whole
during,
point of the
like, a
story.
That was the
Yeah.
whole point of the story.
It was a love story, yeah.
That, okay, fine. I'll allow that.
It's the
I'll allow that because it's what he
that's
said.
a
It makes the story
non-consensual
go.
rape.
Yeah, yeah.
That's sexual
I
harassment.
can't remember
Sleeping
when that
Beauty.
came out. Fuck, honestly.
And also, Shrek isn't a kids movie.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's a teenager's movie.
It was sold as a kids movie, but it's more of a teen movie. You guys are right.
no,
Shrek was good though.
It has parts of all kids stories.
Yeah, Shrek was. Yeah,
Yeah,
it had-
Shrek for me
It was
was
a bit
always-
more. The adults
It has
can laugh
everyone.
at
Like,
it.
it
Yeah.
has the
I saw one from
the 3 little
I think it was
pigs, the
DreamWorks.
gingerbread.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's cool.
DreamWorks made one about Prince Charming recently. I forget what it's called, where he basically you find out that the prince from all the Disney movies is the same prince, and now he has a problem.
That's
He's got
funny.
three
Oh, yeah, I've
fiancés.
seen it.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
it's
what
cool.
it's called. 3 fiancés. He doesn't really like any of them,
That's a good concept.
and he falls in love with someone else. Like he goes on a
That's
quest.
a good concept.
Yeah. It was
Sometimes you get good writers. That's a good concept.
I've seen, man.
It's,
Yeah.
But I'm saying
Ever
this.
After.
How many times?
This should have never even been.
It's called
I agree
Charming.
with you. But how many times did we watch? Did you rewatch scenes from cartoons, bro? The Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
I used to watch it as a kid.
Which one? What?
All the dirty jokes I never understood. But then,
Obviously.
But then now as an adult, I'll see some scenes or some videos,
you have to
and they're
Google
like,
them to
"Yo, this was a
understand them.
children's show."
Yeah.
The jokes are so dirty. I'm like, "Oh my god, I never caught that."
But they go over your head.
point.
Exactly. They're not
Because
trying
you're
to.
a kid.
But yeah, because they're not trying to overtly show you anything.
Yeah.
Like this is what you should not. Just let the kids have fun. First of all,
daughter
kids
was
don't get it.
watching,
You know why this is bad? Like listen, like you think kids don't get. Kids don't care. No kid's gonna be like, ladies kissing. Kids, it goes over their head. So all you're doing is pissing off the people that are gonna pay for the tickets, and you're just fucking up the movie. And kids could have had fun. But it's Buzz Lightyear. I like Buzz Lightyear. I think that's
Oh,
fun.
bro, I used to have a video game on PS1.
It's
or
so much
PS2.
fun.
Oh my god.
There's so much, and then China doesn't want to show these movies.
Yeah.
China's fucking crazy.
And people are shitting
China
on
doesn't
Chris
want a
Evans.
black guy on their poster. China doesn't want gay people.
No,
like China's
black
overdoing.
people.
How come we're not allowed to talk shit about that?
We're not.
It's
because-
true. They shit on people here,
Yeah,
but then
that's incredibly
they say nothing about
non-progressive.
China.
Yeah, bro. Forget we don't want gay in the movies. Forget that, bro. If there's a black guy on a poster, they get upset. Like change that poster, bro.
That's hilarious.
That's fucking insane.
Well, I don't know what.
But we make so much money, so we're cool with it.
Yeah. And not Chris
We don't
Evans.
stand for anything, bro.
Zero.
We're bought and sold.
Not me.
And we, not this. This podcast is not bought and sold. That's why we're having trouble getting the subscriber count up. The algorithm doesn't favor us. So tell your friends about us. Share
It's
it.
because we don't represent Canadian values.
Do you want me to?
Well, I do represent Canadian values.
Their values.
We're tolerant. We accept everyone. I'm a little intolerant of this guy, but we accept
Understandable.
nearly everyone as long as they're not some kind of fucking fringe,
Lunatic.
fucking communist or Nazi or shit like that. But if you're not some kind of psychopath that's trying to kill people, we're cool with you.
Yeah.
You can have
can
your
dig it.
political beliefs. Yeah. You can be gay, straight, whatever you want. You can be a dinosaur.
Bisexual,
I don't give a
LGBT.
fuck.
Just before
You
we
can
go, because
identify as
I
giraffe
noticed on our
pussy.
coffee things, eh? Bon Saint Jean, so it's Saint Jean
yes.
weekend, guys. So
Yes.
Nacional.
You gonna be here Friday?
I might go up north. I'm not sure.
I might
Are
go
you
for
playing on
Chick-fil-A.
Friday?
No, I'm leaving Friday morning. I'm not gonna be here, but he
Okay,
can
so
do
no
the
morning
show.
show Friday.
You sure?
Yeah, I want to go to the States.
Oh, okay.
It's
There you
my
go.
favorite thing to do on the Fête Nationale.
I'm gonna go to Niagara
Leave
Falls.
Quebec.
So no morning show on Friday.
No morning show on Friday, guys. We're taking a day off.
All right.
And an actual day off, because just to be clear, anytime we miss an episode, it's not because we took a day off. It's because we have other work.
People think we take days off.
No.
I haven't taken. I'm fucking tired. I've been jet setting, flying around the goddamn country.
Yeah.
I don't have days
I'm gonna
off.
start calling you King Lear. I don't like it.
I don't like that.
I
either.
said it, and the second I finished the R, I was like, no.
No, for real. I haven't had a day off. In September, I'm gonna have days off.
I'll call you the P-Jet, the PJ.
Even this weekend, I have to go to Niagara Falls, take the wife there. It's work for me. I have to go there, get on a boat. It's things I don't want to do.
The maiden
But
of the
I'm
mist.
doing it because the lady wants it. So that's why I'm doing it.
I'll never forget what you said to me the other day. He goes, I'm going to take her to Niagara Falls. I'm like, oh, that's fun. Why? Because I don't take her anywhere. It was just the way he said it. I don't take her anywhere.
Yeah, she deserves to experience stuff,
absolutely.
no?
She puts up with
Am I
you.
wrong?
It's cool, Niagara Falls. It's nice how they. It's very.
You should take her places.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
Niagara Falls is nice how they built it.
I hate Niagara Falls.
I haven't been there since I was a child. I don't
As
care.
an adult, it's underwhelming.
You're gonna see.
I'm not a tourist guy.
The development stuff that went up there.
They had a fun strip when I was a kid. They used to have cool arcades.
Look, it's much funner than the American side. Let's say.
I've been to New
The
York.
American side is sad.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I've been in New York an abundant amount of times. Not once have I gone to see the Statue of Liberty or Empire. I don't do any of that
I
shit.
see from
See
a
it
distance.
far, yeah.
I don't do any of that stuff.
Canal Street.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate
oh, there it
tourist
is. There it is. Next time you're there, you can see it from the fucking helicopter. That's taking you to your private jet.
Yeah.
That music.
Patreon.com/Pantelis. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Sign up. Tell your friends. Share all the stuff we do around here. You can't see it, but Poseidon is doing a sexy dance right now. He's motivating all of us. George, if you like his news and if you want to see him, more of him,
Stop it.
head over to the links in the description. George has his own podcast, the Backstage Podcast, as well as Just Us Dads, where a bunch of daddies get together to talk about their favorite children's movies. Dads, Just Us Dads, weekly episodes coming out. Are you guys still on your weight loss challenge?
Yeah, it's ending soon. It's ending on July.
You're looking fit, I gotta be honest.
I've lost about 30 pounds.
I'm very proud of you. Are you winning?
I don't think I'm
No,
gonna win.
man,
I
Chris is
think,
killing him.
No, I think George might win.
Oh,
They're neck and neck.
I saw him and Chris on the weekend wearing matching Just Us Dads t-shirts.
Dads.
It was as gay as it sounded.
Yeah, we
Just
didn't
as
coordinate
that.
that.
They were so embarrassed. They just stood together.
oh, they didn't know.
They specifically told each other not to wear the shirt.
And we both wore it.
They both wore it.
You guys are hilarious.
Yeah.
Just As Dads, links in the description. Also, our man Phil here. Phil is not only a podcaster, a father, and a wanted criminal in 14 states. He is also a filmmaker, and he can make a film and or commercial for you. Unless you're Pakistani, he has a thing against that. It's fucking weird. So if you need a commercial for your restaurant and or other business, perhaps you are selling tools. Maybe you're selling shoes and you need to get the word out about what you do. Phil could come over there, make a goddamn high-end commercial, Instagram reel, TikTok story video for you. He's doing it right now for multiple restaurants, and they have all reported in varying degrees sales going up. Why? Because people love cool videos, and when they see you cooking your cool-ass shit, like, who made this? This looks so cool, professional. They come and they buy your shit. Phil, Balabanos, balabanos.com. Links are in the description. You can find Poseidon online. He's ThePoseidon69 on Twitter and on Instagram. And he's also on Twitch, twitch.tv/ThePoseidon69. PantelisComedy.com for all of my stuff. As of noon, 7 minutes ago, new episode 2 Drink Minimum has dropped everywhere. Go check that out. We love you, but
Bonne Saint-Jean.
go fuck yourselves.
Bonne Saint-Jean.